Hello, YouTube. It is Dr. Lisa Launcher Income. How are you doing? How's everybody doing today? I am just getting started. We are going to go live on YouTube as we are going live here on TikTok. So thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. We're going to get started in 1 second. Thank you so much, everybody. We are getting started. I'm actually going to go back on TikTok to make sure I can log in. How you doing? Yes, Michelle, I appreciate your friend. I look forward to talking to you tomorrow. I got my list. How's everything going, though, friend? It is going well here. I had a couple meetings and I committed to trying to get some content posted. I was like, let me put something out there, see if I can get something going. I need to I need to get myself organized. My time management everything is like now compiling. Got to do a little bit better, but hopefully. How you doing, Maria? Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. Thank you for joining. Thank you so much. Feel free to like the live and share it out. Share it out to friends and others on your channel. So that would be awesome. We're gonna get this thing going. I'm about to go live on TikTok. And so I'm about to start it up and just give me like 30 seconds. Putting my title on. Like I said, I need to do better with my time management skills. It's been a little too busy lately, but that's a good thing. I cannot complain. And let's see. Thank you so much. And then you see my moderator, Michelle. Yes, Michelle Crochet. She is in the room for us. Thank you so much, friends. I appreciate you all. I see you, friend. That's good. I get it. Believe me, I can't even blame it on autocorrect sometimes. It's just me. Good afternoon. Hello, TikTok. It is Dr. Lisa Launcher Income. I am here. I am live. We are going to get started. Thank you so much for being here. This is my 4 p.m. Go Live with Ease. I don't want you to be scared, nervous. I want you to come on in. We're going to talk about going live. I'm going to give you some tips and strategies to make sure you are successful. Ton of hope. How you doing, friend? Thank you so much. Sassy, how are you, friend? Thank you for joining. I appreciate you being here. Thank you so much for coming on in. How's everything going your way? Amor, thank you for being here. Thank you for joining. My other friends who are coming on in, I appreciate you all. You all come on in and support. I appreciate it. Glowworm, that's a new one. Thank you for joining, friend. How are you? Hello again. How you doing, Angel? How's everything going? I know you're working on your homework. I'm good. How are you? I'm doing well, doing well. 65 Shell, how are you, friend? I'm good. I'm good. Thank you for asking. We're getting ready to go live. We're here. You say yes. We are here. So obviously, I've been doing the co-streaming on YouTube. So my moderator, yes, Michelle, she's over in the chat for us. So you can connect with her over there. Melanie and Pup, thank you for joining. So I'm going to give a full commercial in a little bit. Thank you for the rose, friend. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Now that I see the butterfly, now I can't unsee it. So it's like, oh, I didn't know that was a butterfly at first. How you doing? You said tell Michelle hello. Amor said tell Michelle hello. How are you, Amor? Yeah, it's funny. You see images and you're like, what is that? Okay. Platinum, thank you for joining. Now it's a butterfly. I see it all the time now. How you doing, Paul? Good evening, beautiful person. How are you? I am doing well. I appreciate it. Thank you. And yes, Michelle says hello, Amor. How are you all doing, friends? So we're going to get started. We're going to get activated. Valerie, thank you for being here. Rachel, thank you for joining. My friends who are coming in now, thank you so much for liking the live. We're going to get to sharing the live. I got to share my own live. And we're just going to activate the room. But I want to, you guys let me know where we could take this conversation. You said glitching. TikTok. TikTok. TikTok is TikTok, and hopefully it's not glitching too bad for everybody. I appreciate you telling me that. TikTok will do that to you. It's good now. Thank you. I know TikTok has been doing that a lot lately. I've been in rooms too. Um, how you doing, Skeeta? Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Is it Barracuda? I think I said that right, Barracuda. Thank you so much if I said that. Let me know how to say that. Maybe I'm mispronouncing. All the systems have been acting up. Okay, yes, Michelle said the same thing. She said all the systems have been glitching lately. Yeah, that was actually my husband. He was talking about I didn't experience it, but Zoom had a whole outage that happened last week. I was like, oh. So apparently that happened too. I think I was on and off. So I did not catch the glitch part of it. I think it was like one day last week. It was probably the day I didn't have meetings on Zoom that I didn't catch it. But thank you so much, friends. Come on in. We're going to get connected. All of you who are joining now. You said I've seen it in the lives over here too. Okay, okay. So on YouTube, they've been experiencing it as well. Thank you so much, Short Stuff, for reaching level 15 in the Daily Heart Me. We're going to talk. We're going to chat. We are going to get started, friends. Thank you so much for that level 15 cake. Congratulations to you. Congratulations. My page was hacked after I started learning from you. What? Don't put that on me. Well, wait a minute. Oh my gosh, that's horrible. Oh my gosh. How do you so this is a new page, I'm assuming. Coasting True Life. How you doing, friend? Oh, how you doing, MJ? You coming on in? Oh, I hear that. Oh my gosh, that's horrible that happened to you. Thank you so much. So excited to hit level 15. Look at you. You're leveling up, friend. MJ, you hit level 20. Congratulations to you. Look at there. Um, yeah, so sorry to hear that you had some issues with your page. Oh my gosh. I will say these whole I'm gonna tell you right now, these imposter accounts, they was really doing the most. You have to start over. Sorry to hear that. Yeah, the imposter accounts was doing the most for me lately. They were doing too much actually. So I finally figured out how to get rid of them. I need to finish this video that I did a screen record for. I need to finish it because I'm gonna put it out there for you all to see it. I was trying to see if I could duet the person who told me, but I wasn't able to. So with that being said, I um I do want to share that. I want to make sure people know that that's an option. The imposter accounts are a ton of work. Yes, they are a piece of work too. They are too much, too much. Okay. They need to get them some business because dipping and dabbing in other people's business is not it. That is not the business. Yeah. So they were a whole mess. So I had to get rid of them. I have I have one that I'm waiting for the response back from TikTok to make sure that that one is eliminated. So yes, they are a whole thing. Yes, Michelle said that is why they create imposter accounts to hack real accounts and steal everything. Yep, that's it. Yep, that is it. I tried to get monetized and join the affiliate program, and then boom, got hacked. Wow. Yeah. I don't know if it's something that people should be aware of. Was it something that was really conniving that they did, or you just woke up one day and your account wasn't available to you? Like, what happened? Was it something that they reached out to you and then you was essentially um, duped in terms of how they handle things? Lindsay, thank you so much. Yeah, they've been the imposter accounts for me. They were reaching out to people. They would come. I had one that was really bold and Bowden would come here under my image and my name in the room, like as if I wouldn't see my name pop up. Like, dude, I see you. So yeah, really a hot mess. Hello, Queen. How you doing, friend? SJ Faith Walk Journey. Appreciate you being here. Yeah, that was really just uncanny that they would actually try that, but they did that. But I think they were doing it to see who all was in the room, who was connecting. So, so we know we got to be careful. That's the thing I would say. So we just got to be careful. Woke up yesterday and was scrolling and was checking on my affiliate program and strategy, and then it logged you out. Oh, interesting. So they had your password somehow. Interesting. Oh, okay. Yeah, you guys got to be careful. Yeah, definitely be careful because there's a whole thing. How can you tell you're being reached by authentic affiliates? Um, authentic, well, the imposter accounts for me were using my information, and then they would reach out to you and say, hey, this is my new account. So they were doing stuff like that. So yeah, you got to be careful. Um, password email. TikTok says my account never existed. Interesting. Wow. So yeah, be careful, guys. There are so many scammers out here. You just don't know what's going on. What's going on? They do have the two. They have the what do you call it? The two prompt authenticator now, where you can go in and make sure that you have like a um, your phone number and email. Like there's like 2 or 3 steps involved. I did that for this account, so hopefully that works. You got me thinking though. I need to make sure everything is in place the way it should be. True Authentic Jewel is my account. My oh wow, yeah, that's unfortunate, friend. I would I don't know. You might want to go to TikTok Legal, the website, and see if there's anything going on you can do to retrieve that account. Maybe there's a report you could submit. So that's what I did for my imposter accounts. It was the copyright report I did. So that's what I'm going to put out there for people to know about that particular report. Okay. So, but there are others. So I would say go to the page and see if there's anything going on that you can say is something you want to promote. You want to get escalated to legal. I think that's what I would suggest doing. Just see if there's any other type of report you could put and submit so you can hopefully get it back. Yeah, unfortunate. Oh, sorry to hear that. They got through that. I'm just going to start over. Yeah. Howdy from Texas. How are you, friend? How you doing, Portia? Sorry to hear that. Faceless Digital Guy, thank you so much for being here. I see you all. Yes, they did try to talk to you. Maria, yeah. Maria's talking about my imposter account. Yeah. So yeah, the imposter accounts, what they do in terms of checking to see if it's authentic. Um, I mean, there was multiple out there, but each one had different issues going on. They were showing old content so my content, I have it so you can't download and save it. However, they did have some of the newer content. So they had that content posted. Obviously, a couple of the pages had smaller followings. This one page had a whole lot of followers, whole lot of likes. But when you see the content barely had any interaction. So you knew all of it was fake. Two-factor authentication. Thank you so much. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, so you could tell it was fake. So when they would reach out to people, they would say, "Oh, this is Dr. Lisa's other account," and so it seemed as if I was messaging people, but I wasn't. It wasn't my account. So you knew that it wasn't me. Yeah. So especially if you were somebody I had already communicated with, because I tell people, reach out to me if you have questions. I'm happy to answer them. I tell you to initiate the outreach. That way you're at the right account and I can respond back. So that's what I've been doing. Hello, everyone. How you doing? Um, just a quick caveat, there's a few people I need to respond to, so don't get on me today. I've been behind the last 2 days. I know I have to go in and respond to a couple DMs, but I'm on it. I try my best to get to you guys before the day's out. Thank you so much, 2 grams. I appreciate your friend. Uh, Thank you so much, Portia. I appreciate your friend. I love the compliments. Thank you so much, everyone. So yeah, so definitely want to make sure who you're talking to is important. Hello, TikTok family, and making sure you're connecting with the right, especially if it's an influencer. I would say if it's somebody you aspire to, in terms of their, I say inspire, but in terms of their content that you want to look at them as like the North Star of saying that's the type of content I want to produce, or that's my topic I want to talk about. I would say make sure you search them and see if there's another page or two out there, because usually those influencers, they do have some imposters. And what's not widely known is that you have to go to TikTok Legal to remove them. Okay. So you want to make sure you're removing them. How you doing, Abby? I see you. Good afternoon, friend. So you want to make sure you actually intentionally remove those accounts, because it will get to the point where they just overrun. Essentially what they're doing, they're overrunning. Hello, everyone. So I am sharing my life. We're going to get activated here in a second. I call it activating because I want you to understand that as you go live, as you're talking to your community, you do need to make sure everybody is activated, taking action to a certain extent. So you as a live host, you are learning. This is a learn room. So you are educating, entertaining, and inspiring people. And then you as viewers, you are engaging. Okay. So I tell people all the time, you want to make sure you are actively engaging. All right. Thank you so much, my friends. And I usually ask the question, like, if you are a live host, because I know some of you will come in the room and you're like, okay, I go live, I'm learning, I'm here. So if you're a live host, tell me what time you go live, what time zone and topic. And if you are new to my room, you're like, I've never seen your room before, it's first time here, or if you're new-ish, meaning that you've only come a few times, put new in the room too. How you doing, baby T? Baby T, I think you were what, 3 days or times with me. I appreciate you coming back, friend. I see you. Thank you so much for being here. Good evening. Harden up from Baltimore, Maryland. Look at you, friend. Thank you so much. I am here from Orlando, Florida. I appreciate you. Let's keep the chat moving. Tap, tap, tap. Yes, we do. Let's keep it going, friends. Yes, love your lives. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. And so we want to make sure we are actively engaging. And so what I teach is that I want you all to do this for your lives. So as you are talking to your community, connecting with them, people are going to come and go. The room will get to rooming. I say don't focus on the numbers. The numbers, like I said, comparison is the thief of all joy. I don't want you to feel like, oh my gosh, I had this type of a room one day and another day I didn't. It's about how you engage. How do you keep people who are here feeling seen and heard and making sure they're getting the support they need? So just stay focused on that. Thank you so much. Let's see. How could you know where to go live? How could you know where to go live? 65 Cheryl, you talking about physical place, or are you talking about when? I don't know if you're saying when to go live. Um, you said 8:45 fragrances, Mother's Day around the corner. Okay, look at there. Is that from TikTok Shop? Let me know if that's what you meant. Support, engage. Yes, friend. Love that. Engage. Yep. So is that what you're talking about? A TikTok Shop sale? Let me know if that's what you're talking about, Sassy. I think that's what you're saying, referencing like lives like this. Let's see. Let's go back. I want to make sure I answered. How could you know where to go live? So you mean in terms of how could you know when to go lives like this? Um, are you saying when certain lives like this when I go live? I'm just thinking my bail. That's the thing where my head went. So maybe I'm not getting the question correct or saying the right answer. If you click my profile, my mini profile pops up. If you click it again, it takes you to my profile. You can click a bell of what I post and get a notification when I go live. I think that's what you're saying. Like, how do you know when I'm going live? And you can get notifications. So that's your question. I'm happy to get you. So yeah, your TikTok saying I have an unstable connection. So this live is going. I could tell it's unstable because the room will go up and then it drops down drastically. So something's happening with the live. How can I go live? You got live access. I think you do. You should have live access. So how to know if you got live access is the first question. You want to go on TikTok Studio. So when you go on your profile where your face is, go on your profile page, click. You said you're seeing me glitch over here too? Yeah. Interesting. Yeah. It's saying that the internet's not stable. I'm not sure. It seems as if I'm going to say it's a TikTok problem. It's not my home internet, but it could be. Um, but I hope it's not. So we'll see. Hi, all. How you doing, Ebony? Appreciate you, friend. Interesting. So just keep going. Just keep going. Just keep swimming. That's it. That's it. We'll see if the internet stays unstable. We'll see how long we go. I usually try to go at least 90 minutes. That's kind of my minimum that I try to do. We'll see if I can make this go longer. If it keeps glitching, we'll see what happens. TikTok Studio, where your profile face is, go to that, click it, and then once you click TikTok Studio, it takes you on the back end. It has tools and live at the top. If you have live access, my friend, um, 65 Cheryl, you will see live there. You should. I think you have live access. So you're coming alive, you're engaging, you're connecting. You don't have a blue box. I will say, how you doing, Panda? I will say that blue box. That's why Panda came at the top swimming in. That was Panda coming in. So I would say if you have live access, then that will be a telltale sign. Hello, friends. You know I'm co-streaming on YouTube. So my friends on YouTube, I am co-streaming. So make sure you like the live, put a comment in. My moderator, yes, Michelle, she's over here. I want to make sure you guys are engaging and connecting. And then if you take a step to go over to one of my shorts and put a comment in, I get a notification. Put a comment in, like and subscribe, and I'll go to your page. Go like and subscribe. We're growing this year. So my page for my TikTok folks is Dr. Lisa Launch Your Income. My moderator is Yes Michelle Crochets. And so between the two of us, we are helping you. I want you guys to level up. I want you to grow. I want you to get everything you know in the time here so you can go and do that with your community. Okay. So there's no reason. I shared this before. I think TikTok is amazing. This is a great way to monetize fairly quickly in terms of how you're staying consistent and stay consistent and stay engaged. YouTube is the long game. It is one of those things where you got to show up. You got to connect. You want to inspire people. You want to keep them going. But if you stay consistent with your engagement over on YouTube, you'll grow also. Okay. So just think about it in that way. This is all about how you're showing up as your authentic self with your brand and how people will respond to you. So you want to make sure you know who you're talking to. Yes, Michelle, how can we do the same on my shorts? I have connected with you too. I like to educate you on those YouTube streets. Yes, yes. So definitely connect with yes, Michelle. She said connect on her shorts, connect on her lives that she do because she knows YouTube very well. She's your person for YouTube. She had a session she did yesterday. So go to her page because she talked about demystifying YouTube. So I want you all to grow over there too. In the blue box in your level, right? Thank you. Yep, the blue box. I'm going to talk about the blue box in 1 second, in a few minutes. 65 Cheryl, I got you. Wow, just went and looked. I have live access. I thought you had to have that. Why didn't you ask me, Nika? Nika Grace. I need to say that more often. No, you don't need 1,000 followers. So if you're thinking you need 1,000 followers to go live, no. You need to just be an engager. And you did a lot of engagement on them box battles. You was engaging a whole lot. So TikTok's like, hey, I want you to be over here in these TikTok streets. We're going to keep you here. So they gave you live access. That's exactly what happened. How you doing, Meatball? How are you doing today? I'm doing great, friend. God's girl, thank you so much for being here. Meatball, I see you all. Miss Darlene, thank you so much, friend. Rich O'Sun Sunflower coming on in. That's true. That's it. That's it. Truth. Yes, that's what happened. TikTok said, hey, let's give her live access. I'm going to activate the room. We're going to do heart puffs. This is going to be our flash goal. I say I'm going to try to do these a little bit more frequently. So I am doing a flash goal right here. You told me to engage, and I took the assignment, and you got live access, friend. TikTok said, hey, I see you, friend. We're going to keep you on these streets. You are an engager, okay? And you've been consistently showing up. So now the question is, what you going to go live on? What's your live topic? Let us know. Come on, tell us what your live topic is. We want to know. Thank you so much, friends. I appreciate you. The flash goal is for 15 minutes. TikTok does this flash goal. Essentially, you send a heart puff. It's one per person. That's how they do it because I think they want to get people activated and engaged. That's what it is. So it's a goal. It's a way to activate your room too. So you'll see as you do it more frequently, it'll ask you to do more of them. But at the same time, you'll see more flow into your room. So that's what I've noted. Okay. So I would say definitely do it. And so, yes, Michelle, she said, true. I have been here 9 months and have over 920 subscribers, and I'm provisionally monetized. Look at you, friend. I'm cheering for you over here on TikTok. I don't know if you hear it. It was the cheer. But yes, Michelle Crochet, she has been teaching me. She's my person. She's my person. She's the moderator currently, but she's giving me all the tea when it comes to YouTube and just that journey. And it is a journey. I don't profess that it is something you want to think to do like you're going to get monetized overnight. It's not the case, but it is important for you to go ahead and make that part of your branding strategy where you're on that platform. And then obviously here. And then when you think about, I'm just going to give you a quick tip on YouTube. YouTube, when you think about YouTube, YouTube is not technically the same type of social media. It's actually a search engine. It's owned by Google. It's a search engine. So when you think about YouTube in particular, your content is what's called evergreen. So as you create a video over there or a short, people can go back and see that forever. Now they can see it here, but the way YouTube goes is that as you're putting different keywords in terms of your description, there's some back end systems you got to be aware of when you think about tags and keywords and the things that you make your title. All those things, your thumbnail, all those things are ways that, again, the YouTube algorithm is categorizing you and people can search. And your content will push up on top of that search ranking if it's something people are really searching for, as well as if you are connecting with people who are looking for that type of content. Okay, so it's a little bit different when you think about YouTube. You got to know the algorithm over there, but recognizing that it's a search engine. So people can go to your page 10 years from now. They can click the link in your bio. You can get monetized because you have that content over there. So when you think about a strategy, it's a long game, but it's a long-term strategy that can have long-term payouts. Okay, so I want you to be strategic about YouTube. I don't preach YouTube for no reason because it's a different animal, but at the same time, it can be paying you off from residuals from years to come. Okay, so be intentional about what you're doing over there as well. Okay, so that's why I'm doing that, and that's why I'm actively showing you because I don't gatekeep. You guys hear me talk about my strategy and what I'm doing, and why I'm over co-streaming because I'm trying to make sure I have content, as well as I'm trying to make sure that you all know that this is another way we can build together, essentially. Because I'm gonna help you build, you're gonna help me build, we're gonna build together. Okay. That's what we're doing. Thank you so much. You said need 6 more heart puffs. Oh, do I need 6 more? I still need some more heart puffs. I got to chatting. Thank you so much, friends. I appreciate you all. We need what is it? 5 more heart puffs. You are so awesome. I'm grateful for the connection you have helped make. Thank you so much, friend. I appreciate you all. Like I said, I want to make sure I'm supporting people. There's no reason why I have to be, closed off and not doing what I need to do to support you all. That's not going to benefit me. That doesn't benefit anybody, to be honest with you. He said, I'm always giving good information. Thank you so much. I'm a great teacher. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Back to my playground. You back over there on the YouTube streets. I appreciate you, friend. Yes. And yes, Michelle, she said, brand yourself on every corner and make the streams pay you. Yep, that's it. That's it. That's what we're doing. We are doing this, you all. So there's no reason. I did this. Now you're going to make me have to bring it back up. I said we are on a 75-day challenge. I haven't forgotten. I don't know if y'all forgot. I haven't forgotten. So maybe I'll talk about that today. But I want to make sure you guys are actively. You said, I'm so excellent at helping us. You're welcome. Thank you so much. I want to make sure you guys are actively engaging. So when you get live access, go live. Okay. Don't wait. Don't hold it off. I'm going to teach you to go live with ease, but I want you to go live. Howdy. Oh, what challenge? It was this. So when we got this next extension that we're on another extension, 75-day extension. That's what's happening in these TikTok streets. Now, the YouTube streets, we don't have to worry about that. But over here in these TikTok streets, we got to worry about it. So the deadline is June 18th. That is a real thing out there. We'll see what happens. I think it's going to get extended again or we get new owners. I don't think anything's going to happen. But I say that because I want you all to still engage. I want you to go live. I want you to post content. I want you to engage with other content, and I want you to engage with other people's lives. So that is intentional. So what I did today, I just posted some content just now because I was like, okay, I'm not going to let today go by without posting. I wanted to do it earlier, but my day got to day in. My time got to time. And so I had to come live earlier and I didn't get a chance to do it. So I said, okay, before my 4 o'clock, I'm gonna go ahead and do it again. I'm gonna try to post. So that's it. You gotta be intentional, you gotta be persistent and consistent with it. Okay. So you want to make sure you're always doing what you need. And that tells the algorithm, especially if you're doing it correctly. And by Wellness Woman, we talked about this a little yesterday in the sense that you got to tell the algorithm what you want to see. Okay. So you got to be intentional about what are you telling TikTok? What do you want to see? What is interesting to you? And ideally, you are telling TikTok that what you want to see is what you're talking about. Because what you're talking about in a very, in terms of intentionality, is the topic for your live. And you want to connect with the people who are looking for that type of content. So that means that you want to use the search bar on the home screen to search for that topic. And then as you're searching for that topic, you want to engage with the content and maybe even the live streams as well. But you want to engage with that content because the people in the comments are your target audience. Okay. So you don't want to leave those people in those comments. You want to bring them over to your content and be in your comments. Okay. And then come to your live. So that means you got to engage. You're putting some relevant comments to that content. Ideally, again, it's connected to your topic for live. And then you want to engage with the people who are putting comments in that. That means that you might be responding to their comment. That means that you might be hearting their comment. Okay. That means that maybe you even go over to their page and engage with their content. Okay. Because then they see all that. We all know when people looked at our content, so they see that. And then they're like, okay, okay, I'm intrigued. Maybe I'll take a look at this person to see what they're talking about. I'll go to their live because they have it in their bio that they're live hosts about this particular topic. Okay. And so those are the things. That's why it's all connected. That's all part of your brand. So you hear me a lot lately talking about brand because I want you to be thinking at a more in-depth strategic level about what you're doing. Like, what's the strategy here? How do I make sure I'm being brand aligned? Okay. And I'm reaching the right people. Okay. Yes, you must engage. That's it. Thank you so much. I see your friend. How you doing, Danielle? Thank you so much, Rich Osan Sunflower. Thank you so much. I see your friend. Thank you so much, Iridescent. I see all of y'all coming in. Marissa, thank you all. You guys are connected and growing. So we're going to talk about that a little bit more. I'm going to talk about the engaging from the bottom up just so that you guys know what to do. I think you need to always make sure you are engaging. So that's 75 days. And it's not 75 days anymore. It's about 2 months now. We're a little shocked. We're more like 60 days at this point, but it is still time. And so you see me intentionally saying, okay, I've had YouTube access to go live because you need 50 subscribers. Subscribers on YouTube is like followers here on TikTok. Subscribers and followers are the same. Subscriptions here, and YouTube has memberships. So subscriptions subscriptions for TikTok and memberships for YouTube are the same. You got to have 500 subscribers to get a membership and 3,000 watch hours. So there's a whole thing about how many watch hours you've had in terms of people watching your content, not you watching other people's content, they watching your content. And so you want that watch time, you want those watch hours, you want people to engage, you want people to look at your content. All that is required for you to get monetized. That's why I say YouTube's a long game. I don't want you to sleep on it. It's a long game, but it's a possible to achieve. I don't want you to think it's impossible. Okay. I wonder if I could be successful as you because my topic is very niche. This occurred to me today. Here's what I will say. First of all, you're gonna make me go back to my mantra. Comparison is the thief of all joy. That's first of all. So comparison, don't compare yourself to me or any other live host or anybody else's topic. That's first of all, miss. But be above and beyond that. Here's what I will say. I guess the other side of that is there's a billion people on this app, not just in the US. There's a billion people on this app. And so you can reach many. You can reach a whole lot of people. And so your growth strategy is going to happen. And what I talk about is that The first 30 days is the acclimation, getting used to this. You'll see things happen and grow and expand. I think what you're talking about in terms of your niche being niche down, you're talking about almost like a you got a very specific demographic. I think that's what you're saying. Your demographic is very specific. But I will say your demographic is here. It is. Your demographic is here. So you'll be able to reach them. It's just a matter of building that community. Okay. It'll happen. It'll happen. Your demographic is here. Don't feel like you're not going to reach them because you're thinking, oh, my demographic is a smaller percentage. No, they're here. They're here. They're people just like us. Everybody in this room, they're engaging. They just you gotta work on your. There's a couple things when it comes to branding. You got to make sure you're working on the value proposition, essentially the value added. So part of it is as the algorithm is hearing you talk and you say different words, you'll realize, and that's why you go live, and that's why you go live daily, because then you'll realize, okay, when I talked about this topic, it was something about this topic that really resonated with people and the room was responsive and people were engaging. But when I brought up this topic, not so much. So I need to work on the messaging surrounding that topic because maybe that topic is not where I want to sit initially. So I'll tell you this right now. The times I talk about, so with this live, I'm just going to give you a real example. With this particular live, when I talk about going live, being nervous, being scared, telling you all the things you need to do for your room to activate it, it typically the interest is intrigued. People are intrigued. People are coming in. There's some activation that still needs to happen, but people are intrigued. When I switch the topic to TikTok shop, I'm just going to be honest with you, the numbers go down a little bit more because not everybody's interested in that. Now, I'm going to tell you this. I'm just going to keep talking. I'm just going to keep talking to whoever's in the room, whoever wants to hear that. But at the end of the day, I just know that topic is a very nuanced topic for certain people in the room. So as I'm talking about giving you strategies for going live and helping you not to be nervous and at ease, because the majority are looking for that. The majority want to hear that. The TikTok shop is a little bit more specific to either somebody who needs to get it or it's the person who already has it. And they're like, okay, well, now what? And then the person who already has it, and now what? If they're starting to engage a little bit more, their questions are very specific, and then they get their question answered, and then the room changes again. And so just recognize it just depends on what you're talking about. But I think the practice of going live daily helps you see that. It offers a little bit more clarity to what's happening. You must be the only person apart from my family who I see twice a day. You know what, Impress? I can't wait to meet you tomorrow. Oh, that's funny. That is funny. And my family would say the opposite. Like, look here, they see you all the time. We hardly ever see you. So my family, they're like, what is going on? You always in these TikTok streets. You are so knowledgeable. Thank you so much. Slow and steady wins the race. That's it, friend. That is it. Stay the course. Just stay with it. I'm going to keep talking too. There we go. I'm going to just keep talking and talking. I don't care if there's just one person in the room. I'm going to keep talking. Y'all know that one, don't y'all? That's one of the voiceovers here. I love that one. It's true. Exactly. It's true. Yeah. Also, I noticed that people be looking to be sociable. Yeah. Yeah. I am more confident now going live. Look at you. I definitely appreciate your lives. Thank you so much, Nurse Healer. Thank you so much. I was just live talking about me surviving childhood trauma. Okay. Okay. Yeah. There's certain, like I said, certain topics, you got to just know your room, know your audience. So certain topics will bring more people there to hear, especially if it's a topic where people feel like they can relate to you and relate to your story. And again, the beauty of TikTok, and this is what I say all the time, the beauty of TikTok is that it will push people into your room because of the words you're saying. So as you're saying things, people are like, okay. And people are looking right now. They're not in my room yet, but they haven't tapped to watch. And they're thinking like, do I want to go in a room? Do I need to go in a room? What's going on? Is this a topic I want to engage in? So you just want to make sure you're talking because people might come in. And I would tell those people really quickly, my commercial, come get your daily heart knee. get your engagement points so you don't sit back there and miss out on these points. Would you say, where do I find sounds? When you do a couple different places. In search bar, you could search for sounds. There's a search option there as you scroll across. You'll see search for sounds. And then when you are posting content above you as you get ready to post, you can look for sounds that way as well. So yeah. And so yeah, you can definitely, that's where you can search for sounds. Hold on one second. I gotta go back up and catch a couple comments. TikTok is moving quicker for me. Thank you so much. I see the compliments. My family said, when did you start being on the phone so much? Miss Darlene. Yeah, that's funny. So when I have the iPhone, my iPhone, every Sunday it'll tell you how long you've been on your phone. And I'm gonna be honest with you all. A year ago this time, I would pride myself because I think it tracks your time on your phone, how many total hours you've been on your phone over the course of a week. So I was not a heavy social media person. So when we talk about, if I was to look at March or April of 2024 and my cell phone usage, it probably would have been an average per week of about 6 hours a week. I was just that, I would scroll a little bit. I look, I wasn't on TikTok or at all really at that point. And even when I post, so I have other social media, I wasn't posting that frequently. I post something here and there, like milestone type events, birthdays, vacations. I was that person that was posting pictures. But I just saw the average. I've doubled it. I think I'm on average 14 hours on my phone a week. It's crazy in terms of how it's tracking. It's like, that is not the same person. But yeah, my family is the same way. They're like, we don't see you no more. And so, yeah, I appreciate y'all. Let me catch up on some comments. That is so funny. I'm glad to be back full time now. I had to focus on time with my mom. There we go. Let me know if you still want to connect. We're supposed to be connecting, so let me know whenever you're ready. Just send me a DM, friend. She's so fine. I see you, friend. Going live has certainly increased my confidence. I am bold and courageous. Look at you. I love it. I love that. Yes. That's it. You feel at ease. You get to talking, connecting with people. I'm definitely more sociable with my other friends too, like my non-TikTok friends. And so yeah, it does make you feel a little bit more easy to talk to and at ease when you're connecting with people. Thank you all. I see you all. Hi from inside the room. There we go. There we go. All right, friends, let's do this. Let me know if there's a specific question. You said, all right, how often do you change your bio, iridescent? I don't change it too frequently. It's funny you say that. I changed it when I added the 10 a.m. live time. So I had to make a shift then. I don't foresee myself changing it probably we'll see, maybe at the beginning of the summer. I've been talking about branding a lot. So I might, it's funny you say that because I was thinking like, oh, maybe I'll add branding into the bio. But I mean, it's based on how you're evolving. Maybe that's the right answer, that as you evolve and your content is shifting somewhat, maybe if you have clarity on what your brand is and who you're talking to, then your bio would adjust. So I don't think you should change it all the time often, but I think there is an evolution, especially if you know yourself, you're going live. So my bio changed when I put in, I'm a live host. And then it changed again when I put in the second time I go live. And so I had to change it again. So yeah, I would say it definitely is something that you can adjust. I don't know how frequently you should do it, but you can definitely adjust it. Yes, it's the connection with other people that gives me joy. Yes, yes. I need to find my niche so I can go live. Okay, baby T. Baby T, you know what? Let me check before I say this. ChatGPT was not acting right yesterday. Let me see if it's acting correct today. If it is, I will do my chat prompt and I will go a little weeds. Let's see if it works. I'm gonna refresh. See if it's working. I may have to go on another browser. It's working. It's working. Okay, so we'll use it. It was not working yesterday. Um, um, so we'll talk about that. Thank you so much. I see you, DD. Great content creator. Hello, community support. I appreciate your friend. Thank you so much for being here. Okay, so let's do this. I want to make sure we are chatting and connecting. I appreciate you all. And you all who are doing this, building community, that is intentional. So if you are new to my room, I want you to pay attention to how people are growing. Now, I will say this, and I always say this with the lives. You want to make sure you're connecting with people who, first of all, you looked at their profile. They have an optimized profile, so you know who they are. Okay, they have a bio. They don't have that username with all the numbers. They actually have a nickname and a username. They also have an image. Okay, so we want to make sure we're connecting with people that way. And my people who have no bio, I just talked about TikTok. They use that to categorize you, understand what type of content you're using or gonna have, and how that content will get pushed out to people who are looking for that. So you want to be intentional about the words in your bio. Okay. And with that, as you are engaging with people, you want to make sure you're engaging properly. So the last person who did something was Mr. Arlene. Um, I'm gonna show her particular way she did it. She said she wrote the person's name, clicked their name. I'm assuming she followed them, and she said good evening. So some people might say something about your bio. Some people might say hello, how you doing, friend. Whatever the words are, you put some words there first of all. But second of all, try to avoid the whole scoop and follow and all the other things that people say, because again, this is about engagement. So you're not just scooping somebody up just to leave them. You are looking to engage. You're looking to connect. So you want to be intentional. And then the other thing I will tell you, pay attention to people who are in the top box up here, the top people, and then look at the people in the room. The people in the room, especially the people at the top, are top engagers. So I want you to pay attention to that, especially people who are at the top. They are top engagers. So you always want to know who are the top engagers, okay? Because those are people you might want to connect further with. And then I want you, while you're in there looking at the top viewers, hit that question mark so you understand how to get points, how to level up, how to get points. Liking a lot, that's what people are doing now. We got 25K, 25.6K from tapping. That's what that number is representing. People who are liking, people who are sharing the live. See, the shares are going out. So as you're sharing the live, you are connecting. That is helping to activate the live. TikTok will push it out to more people. And then you are commenting. So there's a lot of comments that's happening. So that is good for your live. You want people to comment. You want people to engage. You want that. And then people are really taking it the next step. They're getting their daily heartbeat points. So they're getting 45 points. It says join my team, because essentially you are becoming a part of this community for this live. And then you're able to level up. You're collecting points. You're able to then give different level gifts, like a level up cake, as well as share in team gifts that you can give. All that is part of the community. Okay. So you want people to do that. When somebody once said, somebody who was clicking a daily heart me, it was annoying, like, oh, I don't like that join my team popping up above my head. Well, they don't realize that that is part of how TikTok is monetizing the live hosts, but also building community for the room. So the viewers are getting points, engagement points for that. The live host is getting part of their diamonds is coming from that. So you want people to join your team. You want to be a part of someone's team. So it's a mutually beneficial aspect of the room. So you want to be able to do that. My friend Nika, you said, I saw people getting muted for saying scooped and got you. Yep. TikTok will filter you and mute you. Yep. Yeah, you got to be careful with how you do things. Certain things you can't say. I've heard that too. So comments will get filtered and muted because of that. Panda, thank you so much for being here. I see your friend flying in that blue box. Let me talk about my blue boxes real quick, because I did just talk about the daily heartbeat. Yes, you need to review their interest and how the engagement works. Yep, that's it. That is so true. That is so true. So you want to be intentional about what you're doing. Yep. Thank you so much for sharing and liking the live. I appreciate you all. So blue boxes, really quickly. If you are new to my live and you're like, I don't know what these blue boxes are all about. What is she talking about, these blue boxes? The blue boxes, do me a favor. I'm going to show you. So I'm going to ask you to put new. Okay. Put new in the chat if you're new to this live, or you're curious about the blue box, just put the word new. So if you put new in there, I'm going to then ask you to click your photo. So after you put new, I want you to click your photo next to your comment. So Crybaby, go ahead and put the new. Serena, is that it? Go ahead and click your photo. As you click your photo, how you doing, Monique B? I appreciate you, Monique. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate all you joining in, my new folks. So as you click your photo, then you're going to see a box that says your level. It could be level 0. If you don't have a blue box, Monique, you have level 12. It's grayed out. That means that TikTok says you haven't been here or on these TikTok streets in somebody's live in at least 7 days. So TikTok grades you out. And because TikTok grades you out, you got to reactivate. So that means you have to send a rose. You got to have coins on your account. You got to send a rose or send the daily heart me, and then your box gets reactivated. Okay. But what you're seeing when you click your level, you're seeing how many points you've collected. And then there's a / symbol. It tells you the total amount of points you need for that next level. And then underneath that is the difference, what you have, what you need, those experience points to get to the next level. So you are literally looking at those experience points in a way to say, okay, how do I level up? How do I engage fully? So I talked about you needing coins. My people, thank you for the sub stickers. I see your friend. I talked about you needing coins. Hello, everyone. On your account. So there's 2 ways to get coins. The gift box is somewhere down here. You're welcome. Good information. Thank you. You're welcome, friend. Click the gift box. You can recharge in the app. Thank you so much. Yes, Michelle Crochets. I appreciate your friend. Thank you so much for being here. You can recharge in the app, or you can go to the website, www.tiktok.com/symbol coin, COIN. Log in and you can recharge for coins over there. So you want to make sure, look at the stickers coming. I appreciate you. Dion, thank you so much for coming in. I see you. Real Talk, I see your friend. Anita, Annette, thank you so much for being here. I see all of you all engaging. Oh, look at you, Moni. You got your, look at you. You got your box. Thank you so much. Big Red, hello, everyone. How you doing, friend? Come on in. And so you can go to the website. I tell people the website gives you a little bit more coins for your money. So go there. You can recharge. I tell people if you get $20 in coins, you get 2,000 coins. That's enough. That's enough to kind of get you navigating through these streets. Okay. I'm still here engaging on my home on train. There we go. You're on your way home on the train. Awesome. I appreciate you. And so let me give you the cheat code. This is a real quick cheat code. I told you the daily heart me is 1 coin. How you doing, friend? Thank you so much. Sorry, go where to get the coins. 2 places. If you click the gift box, I don't know where it's at on your screen, but it's somewhere over here. If you click the gift box has a corner where it says recharge, or if it says that you have coins already, it'll say the number. If you click that lower right corner, you say, yes, see that. Yep. And when you click it, it allows you to go to the app within TikTok to add more coins. If you go to the website, www.tiktok.com/symbol coin, COIN, then you can go there and you can log in and get a little bit of a discount because you don't have that processing fee that happens in the app. So it's just a little bit of extra coins that you get when you go on the website. Oh, you said, okay. Gotcha, friend. Thank you so much. And so as you are engaging, here's the cheat code. I just want to make sure you guys understand. FYP, thank you so much. I appreciate you. I want you to make sure you understand. Daily Heart Me is 1 coin. Out of that 1 coin, it gives you 45 points. The screen pops up. I want you to pay attention now, because if you're getting the Daily Heart Me and for whatever reason you need to leave my room, now you got to check in. You click that Daily Heart Me when you first come in. Make sure you click it again before you leave. So think of it as a check-in and then a check-out. So check out and then claim any of those points that you see. Because as you're engaging in someone's live room, you're collecting points because of your engagement. And so if you're really strategic, you're going to get your 45 points for 1 coin. The screen pops up. It says 30 points for putting in a comment, So you got this 45 plus a 30 is 75. And then you get a point for every gift that you give. So say you're someone who's going to be giving some roses or give some other gifts, then you want to make sure you click that again and claim those gifts that you gave, those points. Those are points. Now you're going to say, what are the points for? We explain how we can use the points. We can let you, there we go. The points are, think of the points as an incentive. So not that you're collecting points to go redeem them somewhere. You're collecting points because TikTok is seeing your level of engagement and you get points. You're accumulating and moving up in your levels because you're collecting those points. And so as you're collecting those points, TikTok says, okay, high engager. TikTok sees your engagement, you're growing in your engagement, and then TikTok says, okay, let me give you some other incentives. So you can add more gifts that you can give out. So that's a big piece TikTok wants you to give because they take a percentage of it. So I always say that so you understand the TikTok economics of the game. Okay, so that is a piece of it. Um, TikTok will say if you don't have live access, you don't need live access at 1,000. If you got a blue box and you're highly engaged and you're coming into a live room and you're connecting with people, TikTok says, okay, I'll give you live access under 100 followers because I see how you're operating. I want you to engage with others. I want you to stay. TikTok, TikTok. So as you're staying here, then TikTok says, okay, I'm going to give you other benefits. So live access, some people are looking for TikTok shop. And then as you're a live host, I tell you all this too. You will grow your followers. You're going to grow your community. People are coming and going out of your room. You want to make sure they follow the live host because that's part of how you get paid too. So you want to make sure people understand that they need to follow you, but you also want to make sure people are engaging and connecting with your content. So that's why it's most important to know who you're talking to as much as what you're talking about. Okay, so you want to make sure you're connecting and resonating with that audience. And I say that all the time. If you're talking to everybody, you're talking to nobody. Because not everybody gonna say, oh, well, she ain't talking to me. This room is not where I want to be because I don't feel any connection. So you want to make sure you are connecting with your community. TikTok wouldn't let me claim points in 2 live streams today. Really? Did you claim them here? Let me know if it happened here. Were you not able to claim them? Why is TikTok acting up? MJ, are you still in the room? MJ said there's a total amount of points you can get per live. I think it was 900. I don't know if that's a true number now, but she said that happened to her. How do you end your live? Oh, there's a little power button. You got to press the power button in the top right corner. It's next to the people who are here in the room. Click that power button next to it if you're live. You're like, how do I end this live? I didn't figure out. Were you stuck one day? Let me know. Let me know if you were stuck in your live. And you couldn't end it. So some people just swipe out. Some good information. You're welcome, friend. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Thank you all who are liking and sharing the live and all the support that's coming in. I appreciate you. Good evening. How you doing, Ice Crystal? Thank you so much for being here. Hello, T. That's me. Hello, friend. You said I'm back. How you doing, Kim? I see you, friend. Thank you, though. I appreciate you, friend. Let's see. I was way below 900. I don't know what happened then. Did it happen here though? I don't know if I see where you said that. Why has that happened to me as well? Okay, Rachel San said she had it happen to her as well. Yeah, so here was fine. You said mine was fine. So maybe it's just TikTok's like, no, you just need to get your points from Dr. Lisa. That's it. That's it. TikTok was like, that's all. That's the only points you really need. But no, I get it, friend. Yeah, if you connected and invested, you want your points. I get it. That's where I was stuck at the other. You said you were stuck there the other night. You couldn't get out your live. Yes, I had. I did my first live and I was stuck. I love it. Yes, it's a power button. I remember my first live too. I was looking around because everything looks foreign. Your first time doing it, you're like, oh my gosh, what's going on? How do I get out of here? What does this mean? What does that mean? But yeah, you get accustomed to it, so it gets better. Live can be hard. No. Lashana, I said no. So here's why, because I was about to affirm what you said. But then I was like, you know what? I'm not affirming that. I'm not affirming that because I talk about mindset. I don't want you to have a mindset that this is hard. I don't want you to have that mindset. The mindset here is that I can overcome anything. Okay. It gets easier. I tell people where my subs at. Practice makes progress. So I don't want you to feel like, oh, it's hard and I can't do it. I won't be able to do it because then that sets in and then you come in here and that cognitive distortion, that's what that is. The cognitive distortion will say, I can't do this. I'm not like Dr. Lisa or like these other live hosts. This is too challenging for me. I'll never be able to do this. I failed once and it was horrible. I'm going to do it all the time. I don't want that. That's not true. That's not true. That's not what I do. How's my day going, Drew? It is going great. So I want you to feel confident. I want you to go live with ease. I want you to ask me questions. Let me know if there's anything I can go around here and talk about this stuff. I can do that. Let's do that. And so I want you to feel confident that when you go in here, you're going to play around with stuff and each day is going to get better. You're going to get more familiar and it's not going to be hard. I will say it gets easier. I don't say it's easy. It gets easier and you'll build your confidence and you'll know your messaging and those keywords and who you're talking to and how you can connect and relate to them. And all that happens as you go live. So it gets easier. It does. I had to add a comment in some live rooms. Say that again. I had to add a comment. Oh, you had to add a comment. Okay. Sometimes. Oh, that's why you had to get your coins after you added a comment. Oh, that's good to know. I'm assuming that's what you're talking about, Starling. Yeah. So I'm assuming that's what happened. So let me know. So sometimes the screen is gray when you haven't visited the live lately and you had to send a heart. Yeah. It grays out after 7 days. So every 7 days. So if you figure it resets too. So if you haven't come in a 7-day period, it'll gray out on you. No, it's fun. It's fun. Miss Darlene, you are literally the poster child of somebody who came in and was super nervous, not going live, couldn't do it. She got live access at 189. Is it 9 or 7? I always get it confused. 187 or 189. And with that, when did you finally go live? I think you had almost 800 followers before you actually went live. You was pretty high up there. You went live and she's been going live. I want to say you're now at 30 days of going live every day. Let me know if I got your numbers right. But you are one of those people like, I don't want to go live. She was faceless. And I think she just did a couple face forwards. So she's doing it. She is doing it. The only thing I have trouble with is what to talk about. I got you, friend. We're gonna do the chat prompt. I'm gonna do that for us today. So we have that. I felt I just clicked out by restarting my iPad. Okay, amen to that. Yes, Angel. There we go. That's it. Robin, when you started it, are you always talking about what you're talking about now? Serene? Yes. I posted about that that was my post on YouTube. That was actually my post on YouTube where I had posted here on TikTok, but I took that same post and put it on YouTube as a short. And it was funny because I went back and listened to it. And that was from a live probably about 3 or 4 weeks ago. But I had, so it's content here. And I pretty much said, I think I started off by saying I was nervous. And with that live, I said, essentially, when I come here, I answer your questions. I want to make sure you feel seen and heard. And then I will answer questions multiple times, multiple times, multiple times, because people will come back and ask the same question. So I do repeat myself. It is quite repetitive at times. And, but again, that's okay. Because here's what I teach. And this is the reality of going live. People are coming in your room constantly. People are trying to get familiar and confident. And so at the end of the day, somebody who might come in your room and sit with you for about 10 or 20 minutes, they leave, somebody else new come in. And then they're listening and they pick up what you're talking about. And then they're like, wait a minute, let me ask this question. And it's the question I just answered 20 minutes ago. But at the same time, that's okay because I recognize this is new people. I want people to feel seen and heard and confident. So I want you to do that. And so you do get in the habit of repeating yourself. I think depending on your topic, I think you want to get in the habit of reiterating things for your audience. You'll hear me talk about the blue boxes again. I'll talk about the daily heartbeat. There's some things for engagement purposes you need to reiterate because I teach you that that's part of how you're monetized as a live host. So if you don't say it again for people who just came in, then they don't know how to engage and how to interact with your live. So you got to make sure you're reiterating at times. Can an audience see if your phone rang while you're in your live? No, I don't think they see it, nurse. I don't think they see it. I think what happens is that your voice gets muted for a minute, if because that sound is overtaking your voice. I think that's what happens. I had 2 comment sections, so I got 40 points. Oh, okay, look at you. Wow, 187. Yep. Yes, ma'am. That's cool. How important is it to go live every day or on a schedule? Oh, that's a good question. Give me 1 second. I want to answer that. I want to close out what you said too. I'm gonna come back to that because I want to catch up on let me catch up on the chat. I'm gonna circle back to that comment because I want to really hone in on daily and schedule. What happened when you are shy to show? What happened when you are shy to show your face? I did a face for it today. Did you really? Miss Darlene, I don't know. That question might be for you because she was shy. I did start off with a faceless account, and then I realized I came to somebody's live, and they said they went live for 30 for the month of December every day, and I was seeing the people were going live. I was like, I could do this. You know. Now again, I wasn't the same person I am today showing up. This is an evolution. But with that being said, I was confident enough to say, let me just go live. Let me just talk. And I will just keep doing it. So that's kind of how it happened too. I was just getting started. There we go, friend. I am a relationship coach. I have been going live every day. People are not gifting. What do I do? Interesting, Kim. Let me circle back to that too. I just did a practice live first to see how you look. Okay, there we go. That's it. Just keep practicing. Um, yes, thank you. You're welcome, friend. Okay, good. That happened to me. Yep. Okay. Bye-bye, Dr. Lisa. See you tomorrow when I go. Okay, awesome. Thank you so much for being here. Yep. I was here this morning. I appreciate you hearing the same thing over and over again. It's so supportive. Oh, yes. Thank you, Miss Bessie. I see you. It's called rinse and repeat. Rinse and repeat. Yes. Yep. So, okay, really quickly, I want to point out something too, because here's what happens. I want to give this perspective. Right now, there's 73 people. There was 74 a second ago. 73 people, 76 now, 76 people in this room. If you hit the house, it shows you real-time analytics. Okay. So we're going to play around with this real quick. 76 people are in the room right now. When I swipe and see the real-time analytics, because you can swipe to the left, I found that I had to teach people to give. Yes, you do, Red. Thank you. I'm going to circle back to those comments. I'm going to talk about every day going live versus a schedule and people to engage in your live. So people are coming and going out of your live constantly. Right now, in terms of real-time analytics, TikTok says 1,200 people have viewed this live. So first of all, that would be awesome if all 1,200 people were in the room right now. That'd be a different ballpark. I've never had that happen before. I had almost 400. I think that's my max number. It was like 380 something. But with that being said, you figure people are coming and going constantly. So as a live host, you do need to get in the habit of sharing different tips and strategies, your talking points. Having an outline is helpful so that you can then use that outline to guide your conversation, but at the same time, be nimble enough to go back and repeat things, especially when it comes to engaging. Okay. So as people are coming in your live, people don't often know how to engage. You just saw what I asked, who's new to my live? And I'll ask the question again, who's new to my live? Because there's some people who come and gone and they stop to listen. Who's new to my live? And if you're new, put new in the comments. But I say that because you want to make sure people get an opportunity to connect and understand how to fully engage. Okay. That's tapping the screen, that's sharing a live, that's gifting. As a live host, you can easily tell people I have a wish box. You said, new, how you doing, friend? Is that Aaliyah? Thank you so much. Is it again, Leah? Yeah, it's Leah. Thank you so much. And so as you are talking to your audience, you might need to tell them about the Daily Heart Me. I'm going to say Andrea doesn't know about the Daily Heart Me. She's a newbie. She's brand new to TikTok, like with her 11 followers, like brand new. And so she might want to know a little bit about how to do this. She might want to know about putting a bio in her, her profile too, because I'm going to give her some homework. But with that being said, you want to make sure you're telling your audience how to engage. You said, where's the wish box? Right here, the live host will typically have a wish box and also have subscriptions. But that is the wish box. It says, that says the type of gift that you want to give. So that's another way people can engage. Love this content. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, friend. And so as people are coming into your live, they're transitioning in and out, and they're getting to know how to do this effectively, and they're learning how to engage. So what I will tell you is that you want to repeat. How you doing? She's so fly. This is my second time in your live. It has been very helpful. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah. So you want to help people engage. I think that's the next one thing I would tell you. Just make sure that you're sharing different ways to engage and reiterate that. Okay. And you don't have to do it. Thank you. You're welcome, friend. Um, you don't have to do it all the time. You don't have to do it over and over again. But I think it is important to have some kind of cycle to how you're talking about engagement. Okay. And the other strategy I will tell you, you just saw me do it. I said, who's new to my room? That's fine. You might need that. Who's new to my room? Where are you from? Tell me if you're from, I'm from Orlando, Florida. Hi, good morning, good afternoon. Tell me where you're from, everybody. Let me know what city you're visiting me from. You do those type of quick responses where people feel like, okay, let me join in, let me engage. Or you could do, this room, I'll say, who's my live host? NYC. Thank you so much, friend. I was thinking somebody should say where they from. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. You said, I'm from New York. I'm going to rep my city. Atlanta, how you doing, friend? You're a close enough neighbor, Florida, Georgia line. Yes, I appreciate your friend. Thank you so much. Colorado, there we go. And so you could easily do that. Get people to engage in your line. Memphis, Tennessee, Philly. Look at you. Awesome. And so I'm originally from Chicago. So in my Chicago people in the room, Jamaica. Montego Bay, I didn't realize that. Awesome. And so people can engage in that way. So you just got to think, you said New York. So that's another way people will engage, by saying their city. Minnesota. That's right. Um, the other thing is, you said, I said the city, I said new to my room, the Motor City. Yes, Detroit. I know Detroit. If you from Chicago, you know Detroit. You're the neighbor to the side of us. Yep. Is it north? I think y'all north of us. I think that's what it is. So other ways, Virginia, there we go. Other ways you can do it is just, ask people, based on your topic, ask a question pertinent to your topic and say, hey, we're going to start this room out, getting the elephant out of the room. Let me ask blah, 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 and who can relate to that? Put a 1, put a 2, those are other things that people do, the other thing people do to get engagement in a room, we do a poll. I did a poll the other day. It was cute because I was saying, was that yesterday? It must have been yesterday. I was saying, who wants to know about the chat strategy, or do we want to talk about the scale line rewards? And so you put a poll up and people kind of pick that. So just recognizing there's things you can do to get engagement. There's things that people are doing now. I'll say this. You said yesterday, I sure did do that. That's the first time I had done that. I had done that before. I'll do this because this is another thing. That's engagement. That's chatting. Okay. So what you want to do is probably set some rules of engagement for your room, where you say, hey guys, this is a room where we want you all to talk freely. We're going to connect. This is a safe space, but I also want you to build your community. So as you're coming in, connect with one neighbor. You know what I'm saying? When you're in the church, you say neighbor, you turn to the left, and the neighbor turn to the right. You connect with your neighbor. So that way people are building community. So that could be another thing you do. Again, you want to be as active and open as possible with getting people to engage back. Okay. So you want to make sure people are connecting. So people do that. They come in this room now and they're connecting constantly. And I so appreciate it. I just caution you about who you connect with. But hey, connection is important. You're building community. And hopefully these are people that go back to your room and connect with you. So the question earlier about going live daily versus schedule, because I want to circle back to that really quickly. Going live daily is where you're going to see the transformation. I'm just going to be honest with you. If you go live once a week, twice a week, you said you schedule it. Okay, do you mean physically going live and using a live event to schedule out your live? I wonder if that's what you mean. Let me know if that's what you meant. Um, Live events, you definitely want to do that. I think that's important, especially as you're growing new. You definitely want to schedule your live so that you can post about it. You can add it to a post. You can put it in your stories. You can put it as a note or a thought. You want to make sure you are communicating as much as possible, especially as you're new. When you're new and you're growing, you are actively promoting your live. You notice every post I do, almost every almost every post I do, I say something about my go live time consistently. I try my best to do it every time. So I want I want people to know I go live. This is what I do. This is how I engage. Engagement gaming is TikTok. You're being active. That's it. New here from FYP. Hi, how you doing, Mesh? I appreciate you. Schedule it. Yeah. So thank you so much for being here. So no, just showing up. Kim, let me make sure I understand what you're saying. How you doing? Thank you for the daily heart me. Are you saying schedule versus showing up and turn on? Okay. Let me give this analogy. Okay, hold on one second. How do you check who we connect with? You said it's important to watch who comes in the room. I say what I say is that I want you to make sure you check for people's bios, that they have words there. Like you want to make sure you're connecting with people who are optimized. They have words in their bio so you can see who they are and what type of content they're going to produce. They have a username. A username is the name below their face and a nickname. And they're not using the USER any longer. Thank you so much for being a title gifter. So I want you to be able to see who you're connecting with. I actually even say take it a step further. After you leave the live, go and see if they produce content. Because if they have no content, then you can't engage with them. They have no content. What are you doing? You just got a follower. So be intentional about who you're connecting with. That's what I'm saying. There's actually even a whole other strategy surrounding only follow back or follow people who are within your niche and your topic. Because if you're being really strategic and you want the algorithm to only show you content that's relevant to your topic and your live stream, in which you can go and engage with people who are interested in that type of content, then that's like a whole other strategy. I don't necessarily follow that strategy because you can see I follow a lot of different people, but I do think that is a good approach if that's what you want to do, where you want to keep your algorithm only focused on your topic. So that is a strategy that's out there. Okay. So when it comes to going live daily, when it comes to going live daily, I'm gonna catch up on comments in a second. Two things that I want to say about this. Going live daily at the same time. Let me put that caveat out there. Thank you, so Kim. I appreciate you. Let me put that caveat out there because I want to make sure I say this clearly. Going live daily at the same time is a great approach. So I'm going to say that first. Here's why. First of all, the algorithm gets used to you showing up, and you will start being able to assess and evaluate how things are working for you because you see the changes in your room. It's increasing, the things you're saying, how you're getting engagement, how people are interacting. All of that, you'll be able to notice the difference, the trends that you're noting from going live daily. So that's a piece of it. It also helps your audience, your target audience, rely on you. So when you have that consistency, they know you're showing up at this time and date, and they can come to your room and get connected with you. Okay. So you want that consistency as well. I give the example all the time. Got a favorite restaurant. You like the food, like the ambience, like the wait staff, like everything about that restaurant. But every time you go there, it's closed. That ain't a restaurant you're going to frequent. That's not a restaurant you're going to go to because you can't rely on it. You can't rely that they're going to be there. So same thing as a live host. You want to show up as someone that people can depend on, especially if you're trying to build a community. So scheduling your live when it comes to communicating when you go live and putting it in your bio is like, that's what you really want to do. And you want to be consistent with that scheduling process as well. Thank you all for being here. I see you all connected. You said you went live for the first time. Hello, Miss Jamie Lee. You went live for the first time. Let me cheer for you, friend. I see you. Thank you so much. That's great advice. Yes, I'm not getting engagement. What does that mean? I'm just finding it difficult to find a consistent time. Yeah, friend. That's where you really have to do that deep dive into what are you trying to do here. Because if you're inconsistent, you're not going to get the commitment that you want from your followers. Okay. I think you're just going to have to figure out, okay, I played around with TikTok for a little bit. I understand the algorithm. I understand how to go live. I'm going to commit to this time frame. How about when they have no name and just uses username on it? Oh, you don't want to follow those, Jen. Yeah, I think those are bad. Those are considered bots. I don't think they're all bots, but I think they're people who haven't optimized their profile. Okay. I was just going up in comments, Steph. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. I see your friend coming in. On my lives, I was asking questions and no answers. That's just there listening to me. You had a lot of people listening? Was there a lot of people listening? Let me know. What I tell people, here's the other thing I say. No live is wasted. I think that's the thing about it. A lot of times you're still learning and growing. No live is wasted. Take that content and post it as content. You know what I'm saying? TikTok is generous. They give you this whole live stream. You can download it. They even give you clips. So you can go and make that content for yourself and say, okay, you know what? I was here. They weren't engaging, but I talked about my topic. I'm going to take this information and make it a post. And so you could do that. I mean, you could. I think you need to just work on the type of questions that you're asking. And then maybe you'll get a little bit more engagement. And you might be able to, what I tell people, you got to tell people how to engage. I don't want you to miss that opportunity because a lot of people don't know. They don't know what they don't know. Who in the room? I mean, we got some new people here and some people who are brand new. Who in the room knew all the different things about what was going on here and how to get the daily heart me or send a rose or comment? Like, who knew that all that was part of those blue boxes for leveling up and connecting, getting more points from TikTok? Like, that's something that most people are here and a lot of people just don't know how to engage. So you got to spend some time educating your community. So I think that's going to be important. Invite someone on my platform. Okay, that's a good way to do it. That's and so hold on one second. I just want to make sure. What about those agencies that are misleading? I did my homework. Did you do your homework, Dimples? Let me see. I see you, Dimples. Look at you. You did all your homework. He's like, I changed my name a little bit because I'm not just Dimples no more. Dimples loves you too. I love it, friend. I love it. Hello, friend. Kenyatta did not divergent. Okay. I had no clue until you. There we go. That's it. How long do I have access to the live? 30 days. Somebody quote me on that. Live recordings. Check me on that if I'm wrong. 30 days. I think it's a month. Favorite, you came in. Favorite, what say you? Dr. Your page is glitching. Is it? It's been glitching this whole time. Just finished a 30-day go live challenge. You can do it. Commit to a time frame. It works. Yes, it does. There we go, Rev. 7th live. Look at you, friend. Look at you. Time to thrive. Okay, right. I had at the most 3 people in my live. Okay. Yeah. So you just got to educate them. That's what I'm saying. You said, Amber, I'm new here. How you doing, Amber? Okay, I see you all. I'm catching up on comments. Y'all saw where I was going back up. 30 days. Yes, thank you so much, favorite. I appreciate you, friend. Do they take away the live? What do you mean, do they take away the live? What does that mean? Dimples. You don't have live access? You should have live access. You don't have live access? Let me know. Because I thought they were TikTok people and it was an agency looking for people. Oh, Oh, okay. One second, Sadie. Let me talk about agencies. Explain how you invite someone to your platform. Explain how you invite someone to your platform. Um, so what I well, let me say this first of all. How you doing, Miss Darlene? You came back. I typically don't invite people up as often because, like I said, I don't see the chat. I said this morning to people. I don't see the chat as good, and I like to make sure people feel seen and heard, and I'm answering questions. So really quickly, Faber said I was glitching. TikTok does filter. If for whatever reason I missed your comment or I misinterpreted your question, because there's some questions I think I moved on and the chat was chatting, so I missed some things. But I'm happy to go back and answer your question if you want me to answer. Yes, I had it after 50 followers. There we go. Yeah, you should have it still. Go back and check. If you're saying you don't, you go on TikTok Studio on your profile, then it's tools and live. Check and see. You should have it still. I swept away. Okay. So when you click multi-guest as you're in your live, you can click the guest feature, and then you can accept somebody's invite or you can push somebody's to invite somebody. So that's how you get people in your room. If you are an affiliate, are you only supposed to talk about their products for affiliate for TikTok shop? Is that what you're talking about? Or are you talking about being an affiliate for some other thing? TikTok Shop, you can have multiple products that you're an affiliate for. So you don't only talk about their product. If you're an affiliate for, I don't know, some headphones versus a microphone versus the charger cord, you different sellers. So you can come and do a shoppable live or post shoppable content about anybody. Yeah, so anybody's product. Okay. Hold on. Sadie, let's see. Sadie, I'm going to make sure I answer your question. Can you have it? Yes. Okay. And I had to block them once I realized they started asking questions about joining them. Yeah. You know what? Those type of, when you get that situation, and if it's an agency, just tell them to DM me. Say DM me. DM me if you have questions. I'm happy to learn and talk to you in a DM. Just inbox me. Send me a message there. You could have blocked them. That's fine. I mean, there's multiple agencies, and a lot of the agencies do recruit new live hosts. So I tell I tell people to do your research first. And so if you have an agency that comes into your live and they want to talk to you, you can politely say, "Oh, that's interesting. Go ahead and DM me and we'll talk later. Thank you for being here." So you can easily say that. And then when in a DM they'll ask you more questions. But you say, "I want to move on to my topic here, but go ahead and DM me and I'll get some answers for you." Um, and once you know what the agency's name is, you can then research and see if other people have talked good or bad about them. But at the end of the day, there's a lot of agencies and they come to your live to recruit you. They want you new because again, you're just starting the process and they want to cultivate you and get you to I'm not going to see not groom in a bad way, but groom you to be a successful live host. So that's part of their strategy, but they want you newer so that they can help you along your journey and keep you loyal to them and keep you committed to them because you can't go to another agency if you miss that 15-day out time frame. Then you got to give a 30-day notice, and then you got to wait 90 days before you can go to another agency. So a lot of people just stay loyal to the agency because they don't want to hop around if they're past that 15 days. So I would say, yeah, control your room. Always control your room. If you felt like the person was being obnoxious and rude, yeah, definitely block them. But if you want, you can just easily say, "Thank you for connecting. Go ahead and send me a message in my DM and we'll connect there. I want to get back to my topic. We'll talk later." On your live, can you talk about your products? On your live, can you talk about your products? Are you talking about my products in particular, Kenyatta? Or you're just saying broadly, can you talk about your products? Yes. Yeah. Yes to me and yes to you. So yes to both of us. Yes, you could do both. Can you still go live to monetize and do videos for TikTok pilot program? Basically do both. Can you still go live to monetize and talk about TikTok products? Okay, I sell my own products. Yes to both. You don't have a business account. I want to make sure I clarify that. I want to make sure I understand what you're saying at separate times. I'm more yes to you as well. Yes to your question. I was going to try to see if I can do a quick demo. So I'm on this live right now. No business account. Okay, good. Amora and Kenyatta, no business account for YouTube. I think you both are asking similar style questions. Do you recommend any agency? I'm with Gravitas Q. Let me go down. I'm gonna get on the soapbox for a second with them. But if you want the referral link, send me a DM and I'll send you the referral link. But let me get on the. I got a couple little. I don't. Not that I don't recommend them because I think their training is really good. I do recommend them. Me too. I love the training. Yeah. So I think their training is really, really good. And Shannon Reader. So the training's good. I am not a battler. So I probably will battle. I shouldn't say that like that because I probably will battle before the month is out. But with that being said, I'm not considered someone that's going to actively, consistently battle. And the training's really good. And it's good for someone who is still starting this process and this journey. But at some point, I think I need for them to recalibrate how much they're doing the battle push versus helping you grow in a true organic way and helping you monetize in other means. I haven't seen that balance. And so that's what I struggle with. I think it's very much focused on you battling as a stream of monetization. And I think there's other ways they could focus their support and their guidance for live hosts that are not just trying to battle. So that would be my bone to pick with them. You said true. I prefer organic way. Yeah. So that would be my main bone with them that I have to pick. I don't care for all the different Discord messages about battles and competitions and stuff, which is fine. You have an audience that's looking for that, but you also have another type of live host that's looking for something else, maybe a little bit more. I said substantive. Not that I don't think battling is substantive, but just something different. Okay. That was, I had to send that to my point of contact at Gravitas. I used the word substantive. I think he took offense to it. But at the end of the day, that was the word I wanted to use because all I see is battle pushing. And so I need for you all to think differently. And my other bone to pick with them was that they didn't have a good answer for me. Not everyone wants to feel confident about. That's it. That's it. Yeah. So give me something else. Show me. I would love for you to talk about, okay, I have, and I've learned as I've gone on solid communication. Exactly. I've learned how to do subscriptions and understand the subscription process. I had to learn on my own. I would have loved for them to give some guidance on that process. You know what I'm saying? So again, there's other means of monetization that I think they should be focused on. And I haven't seen that. So I struggle a little bit with saying they're top tier. I think their training, the initial training is really good. So I would say that's top tier. But when it comes to an ongoing support and just other, how you doing, Trixie? I see you, friend. What other type of support they offer, I think there is room for improvement. I will be the first to say they need to improve how they're doing things. Somebody needs to go back and reevaluate. How do you create another Discord topic for non-battling people? Because you're in Discord with them. So that's a whole nother headache, but whatever. But my other bone to pick with them, is that I had the imposter accounts. They didn't even direct me to go to TikTok legal department and fill out the right form. They had no clue that existed. How are you an agency? I'm sure I'm not the only one dealing with imposter accounts. So some kind of support. Anytime I block, I can't block them because they block me. Like, make that make sense. Like, they block me. I don't see them. Only way I knew it was there is because they don't know my other account. So I saw that they had all the imposter accounts, but I don't see it on my main account. I don't see it under Dr. Lisa. So I needed them to support that and have a better answer for me. So I will say, if you want the referral, their training is good, but ongoing, it's questionable. They need to make some approval, and I think they're going to get a. I need to reach out because I was talking to my point of contact, and I think I need to, elevate my grievance to somebody else. Do you think subscriptions and services are good? Wait a minute. Yes. Services. I'm still evaluating Service Plus. Is that what you're asking about? I didn't sign up for it. Here's the thing. I'm always leery. And so that would have been great. That would have been a great TikTok. I'm not TikTok, Gravitas. conversation, because that's actually what I put in there. Because I would have loved to hear somebody talk about it and be able to speak to it about, okay, how does it impact your algorithm? What does it look like? Like, those are the type of questions I would love to go to my agency and ask. Like, tell me more. I got accepted into the Service Plus. Tell me a little bit more about what this is all about. What kind of insight do you have? And I don't see that yet. So that's not the type of stuff they're doing, which is unfortunate. So if you guys got me in a week where I feel a little underwhelmed by what I've experienced as of late with Gravitas in particular. So I do need to kind of regroup and go back to them and just ask a little bit more about what's the game here? What's the end game? I do get the end game. Let me say this, because we were talking earlier in my 10 o'clock, and I don't know a lot about battling. So I didn't realize as a live host, you only get 30% of those winnings. So TikTok takes 70. TikTok pays the agency. You don't pay an agency. So keep that in mind. The agency shouldn't be taking money from you. TikTok pays the agency. So the agency probably gets their cut by pushing these battles. And so that's why they push battles. So you just got to know what agency you're getting with, and if they're going to be an agency pushing battles or not, because that's how they get their money. So I don't know, y'all. That's just me. You guys got me on a day where I'm like really on my soapbox. Okay. How do you stop? How do you stop what? The agency agreement? I can opt out. I can definitely opt out. There's a termination on the Creator Network. Look at that. Look at you with the galaxy. Look at you, Mimi. Thank you so much, Red. I appreciate that. So thank you so much for that. But yeah, so this the agency stuff is something you want to, I tell people, do your research first, make a sound decision before you decide to pick an agency, and decide what they're offering and see if it aligns to what you're looking for. How you doing, T? How long have you been doing this? You may have shared before. Oh, Serene. Well, going live consistently was January 1st, started in the new year. So every day, so you're seeing somebody who's gone almost every day. I think I missed like 2 days, two days, and then I do my 10 and my 4. And there's been times I've done the 10 only and not the 4. Sometimes I've done the 4 and not the 10. But for the most part, it's been 2 days, twice a day. Yeah, I mean, I'm sorry, since January, twice a day. Well, let me take it back. Since January, once a day in January, then twice a day since February. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. So yeah, wow. Yeah. Imposters were an entire wave, and they're not on it for their people. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Yeah, that annoyed me, because I think they should have done better with that. Feel better. I appreciate you. I report a fake account under your name. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. So hopefully, thank you, T. Hopefully the imposters are going to be gone at 100%, and then some new ones will pop up, and I'm going to have to get rid of the new ones. But, and I'm going to be one that submits the form and keep doing it. Okay, thank you. You're welcome, Daquan. Thank you so much. You do your drum roll every time. You're like, Dr. Lisa has not muted me yet. No, I have not muted you. How do you do the heart thing? It's part and effect. Have a good evening. Thank you so much, friends. It's an effect. So when you're in your live, there's a wand, a magic little wand stick. It's called Enhance. When you click it, it gives you effects. You can get that. This is a sticker. And then there's sound effects. And so you can put those up. So yeah, that's an effect. It's called the hand heart, actually. I need some new besties. Okay, Christy. All right, just make sure you're picking up the right people. Kenyatta, did I answer your question? Who else? Did I have another question I was supposed to be answering? I feel like there's another question I missed. Let me know if I need to circle back to somebody's question. Do you do 3 hours for each live? No, I do not. I get to about 3. I think the max I've done was close to 4. It was like 350. I was like, y'all, I gotta go. I didn't get to 4 hours. I should have stayed 10 minutes just to say I did 4 hours. But no, I think that's the max I've ever done. But I usually average. So right now, I think TikTok said I did an hour and 35 minutes. I look at you all. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Do you have to have so many followers to go live to make passive income? Terry, that's a great question. No, you do not, Terry. Um, Terry, let me say something though. Thank you so much. I see you all. You guys are lovely today. Look at y'all. All the gifts. You said hands up. That's what that was. I said, what was that thing? Okay, Terry Mack, let me say something, friend. So I want you to pay attention. You got 76 followers. Thank you for the crane. I appreciate you, friend. I want to do a 24-hour live. Oh my gosh, I couldn't do it. Somebody said you got to reset at some point. So does TikTok reset? Mimi, are you still in the room? Mimi probably would know because she's in the TikTok streets at night, so she would know. But you said I did 6 hours midnight. It resets at midnight, so you got to start it. I think in the evening like that, so you can actually do a 24-hour thing. I think so. You said midnight. You must be Central Time Zone. I thought it was 11 for me Eastern. I don't know why I thought it was 11, but maybe I'm wrong. I said that because I don't know if you can do an actual 24 hours. That's why I said you got to make sure you time it correctly because it'll reset on you. So Terry, let me answer your question in terms of getting live access. So Terry, I want you to pay attention. There's people with blue boxes. A lot of people in the room with blue boxes next to their name. T, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate your friend. You're getting all your points. I see you, friend. If you are new to my room and you do not have a blue box, put in the chat blue box if you want to know what the blue box is about. So put in the chat, because the reason why I need you to put words in the chat, I'm going to have you click your photo and I'm going to show you where the blue boxes are located, where you can see how you're collecting points. So these people have collected points. Okay, blue box. Okay, friend, thank you. And anybody else, Terry, if you're still in the room, go ahead and put blue box because you don't have one. So I want to point this out to answer your question. Andrea, thank you so much. You got blue box. Okay, here's where blue box. Esther, thank you so much. I appreciate you being here. Okay, so I want you to pay attention to people who have blue boxes. Lady Esther, you do have a blue box, but I'm going to tell you what's there. Blue box. Okay, so when you click wherever you put your blue box comment, go back, find your name, click your photo, your mini profile pops up. So where your mini profile is, it has a level. So Sean Lee, you have level 2. It's grayed out, meaning that you ain't been in these TikTok streets for at least 7 days. So TikTok grades you out and you got to reactivate it. So you got to send a rose or a daily heart me, some combination where you can reactivate your box. People who don't have a blue box or do have a blue box, I want you to then click your level. So it might be level 0. It could be level 8, level 2, where it's grayed out. So I want you to click your level. So whatever your level, you said blue box, I think you're level 1, friend. So you're gonna click your photo. Tyler, TikTok always seems to be upgrading. There we go. Yeah, TikTok is doing the most. Tyler, so go ahead and click your level 0. So I want you to click that. After you click your level 0, it shows you how many points you've collected, /symbol, how many total points you need for that next level. How you doing, Kim? And then underneath there is the difference. Those experience points is what you're thriving for. So Sean, see, you sent your little rose. What did it? And now you get back to your level 2. Look at you, friend. Just that simple. It's like, look at that. Thank you so much. Yes, thank you so much for the team power. And so you say, yay. And so with that, you want to make sure you are actively engaging. So TikTok gives you points. So my friend Terry, you didn't put a comment in, but I'm gonna tell you this: you don't need 1,000 followers. You just need a blue box, because TikTok sees your engagement and it sees how you are engaging in a live. You are getting points, and TikTok will give you live access early. So there's somebody like you who had 76 points, 76 followers will get live access once you have a blue box and you're engaging in live, and TikTok sees you. Okay. It says, okay, I see this person. I want to give them live access because they're here, they're engaging, and you leveled up. So I'm at level 1. Yep, you're at level 1. But what I want you to do is pay attention to how to get to the next level. So that's why I say click your level, because I want you to pay attention on how to level up. I'm level 15. Thank you for you and everything I learned from you. Look at you. You got it, friend. I got you. And so have to listen to the right people like Dr. Lisa. That's it. That's it. Thank you so much. We UBC. Let's connect. We need to connect because I know you're in a group chat. Anybody else who's in my UBC, I've been meeting with a few of you. I met with a few of you already, and so I want to make sure you guys are actually taking the steps to leverage it. So let me know. Send me a DM, either here or Instagram, and we can connect. So T, I just want to make sure I said that to you. That's great. Appreciate you, friend. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. You're right. I'm a bit behind. There we go. I want to. Hey, I want to make sure you guys stay ahead. Okay. I don't subscribe to people buying a course from me and not getting support from me. Okay. So I want you to feel supported. I want you to feel like you can grow. I want you to take advantage of me being available to you, but also you got to take the action. So that's the thing about it. You don't want to just have a course that you're collecting and you're not being able to leverage it. So I want you all to start leveraging it. And the first step is to make sure you're going into the course materials to understand how to set up things. Dr. Lisa, I sent you a message. Did you? Was that you who replied? I wasn't sure. When did you send me a message? It might not have been. Was it today? When did you send me? Today, I haven't had a chance to reply to anybody. So if it was last week, give me a clue because I think you did. I did reply to you. I think you and I connected. I think we did. I'm going to go back and look because I think I did reply to you. I think I owed you another reply too. Now I got to go back and look because I felt like you sent me something and I looked at it and I need to go back. I think you and I did connect and I owe you another reply. I'll switch my account from biz to personal. Oh, did you? Okay, that's good. That's good. I think so. Is that okay? Can I connect with you, Dr. Lisa? Yes, you can. Just send me a DM. Send me a DM. What imposter maybe? It might have been imposter, but I think Wendy, you sent me a website link. Is that what you're talking about? Wendy, let me know if that's what you're talking about, the website link. I think that's where I feel like I need to follow up with you. No. Didn't you send me a website link before? No, you said no. What did you say? Then that might be the imposter, friend. I think you did send me a website link, and I felt like I never got back to you. I felt like I owed you a response. Let me check. I think you did. I think we were talking about your page. So I felt like we were talking, but let me know because I feel like I needed to respond to you because I looked and maybe I didn't circle back. Could you remind me how to see if I have access to TikTok Shop? Oh, okay. Give me 1 second, Lamaka. Let me catch up on a couple of comments because that's going to open up another another thing. I gotta mentally make sure I say things correctly. Give me 1 second. Why is that good? Why is that good? Oh, that she got business to personal. Well, it just depends on her goals. From business to personal, business limits your ability to do creative things. Like she just asked about TikTok Shop. She wants to be able to do, assuming TikTok Shop for creator. So she was looking at other creator aspects. When you're a business, you can't be a creator. You're focused on your business. Your role is your business. I think somebody earlier asked, that's why I felt like I need to circle back. Somebody earlier asked the question about their live, and I'm trying to think what was my train of thought going. It was something about the live and what was happening in the live. And I said, well, your business account. And oh, the person who was talking about products, I think it was Kenyatta, wanted to talk about her own products. I didn't get a chance to answer that fully because I said, well, are you a business? You're talking about your own products, or are you personal? Now, for me, I'm a personal account. I do show my camera, and I flip my camera in the app. I do the flip camera option, and I'll show my laptop where I'm talking about my stand store. So I talk about the products in my stand store in an intentional way as my brand. Okay. And so I'm able to talk about my services. I asked, was she a business account earlier? Because I was like, well, wait a minute. If it's your business account, you got to talk about your business. You can't be talking about other stuff. But I assume she's not because it seemed like she was talking about affiliate stuff too. So maybe she's a personal, and so she's like me, where I'm a TikTok Shop affiliate. I have stuff in my showcase. I don't do too many shoppable lives, but I have put products in my shopping cart and showed products that way. But I um I also talk about my services, my one-on-one consultations, the bundle, UBC, all the things that I offer, and I talk about that as well. I know I'm behind, but how do I know when I can set up stand store? Uh, you can set it up now. You can always set up stand store. My friend, you can always set up stand store. Stand store is your website. So yeah, you want to get started on that. You need 1,000 followers to have a clickable link in your profile. So that's what you're waiting on. But in the meantime, set up your back end systems. So set up your back end systems, get everything ready, go live, get acclimated going live. And then when you're ready, you'll be able to say, okay, hey, here's how you can get other resources from me because you have 1,000 followers by then, clickable link, and you can make that happen. Uh, um, how can we be more successful with that? More successful with, okay, so we are doing human rights and doing panels to draw communities to unite. How can we be more? I don't know. What do you mean more successful with drawing communities or more successful with getting people in the room? You need to make sure you know who your target audience is and talk to the pain points and the keywords of that target audience. This is the algorithm, so it hears what you're saying. So just make sure you know who you're talking to and know about their demographics, psychographics, and pain points. You can ask GPT to give you an answer to those things. This live is informative. Thank you. You're welcome, friend. Yeah. So you can ask, my cat stole my chicken. What does that mean? Let me check. Yes. Okay. Let me check. Thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome. I'm just patiently waiting to hit 10K followers. There we go, friend. To what? To go live, or what are you trying to do? Because you probably got live access. Dashless, can we have 2 digital bundles from different people? Yeah. What you mean? Yeah, you can have multiple digital products. Absolutely. If you're buying products and you want to add them to your storefronts, I just say make sure you change the branding. Change it so that's your colors, your brand name, your logo, because I'm assuming you got master resale rights because you got my bundle. My bundle comes with master resale rights. So you can just change all that out to be 100% your stuff, your colors, your logo, your images, and then resell it and put it in your stand. My dinner life out loud. Yep, all that stuff. Oh, that's your dinner for tonight? Okay. Yeah, so yeah. I have to change my account. I want to TikTok shop affiliate. Right. Okay. Yeah. Hi, maybe. Lamecca. Lamecca, your answer. TikTok shop. So that's why I was like, let me answer these questions first because I was like, I think you're the first person that really went down TikTok shop. So let me answer Lamecca's question because I know y'all gonna come back and be like, Dr. Lisa, now I got another question about TikTok shop. Okay, I'm gonna answer her question with the caveat that I'm happy to talk about TikTok shop if you need me to. However, ideally, I would like to talk about it tomorrow if I go down a winding road. So I'm going to tell you where to go find TikTok shop. And then I want to make sure that I can answer any of the questions. I'll probably get off, like I said, I'll probably get off in the next 10 to 15 minutes. We'll see. Can I get a bundle from another host also? Yeah, whatever you want. Yeah, Miss Darlene, we message me on Instagram. So message me on Instagram. Here's what I will tell you. You can get as many digital products as you choose to. What I tell people is that you get as many products as you choose to and rebrand them and resell them. I just say you don't get in the habit of collecting digital products unless you're going to use them to know how to resell them too. That's part of it because a lot of people will have a collection and then they don't rebrand and they don't resell and then you just have all these courses and you're like, oh, I'm not making any money. So I think that's the key. That's a missing step for a lot of people. How you doing, Dr. B? I think that's the step that a lot of people will miss when it comes to, okay, what's my goal? You laugh, and I'm sorry, Betsy. I wasn't to throw shade. That was not the intention. That was, do you got to have an agency? No, you don't have to have an agency. That was no intention, no shade. But I gotta go. See you next time. Thank you so much, friend. I just want to say, I see what you're saying. Thanks again. He said, I know. I'm just saying, just be mindful of that. Okay, friends. Lamecca, you said TikTok shop. So on your home screen is TikTok Studio. Okay. Click TikTok Studio. I'm sorry, on your profile screen where your face is, your profile pic. Click TikTok Studio. Go to Tools, under Tools, scroll down under Monetization. If you have TikTok Shop for Creator, you should have an icon that says TikTok Shop for Creator, and you can click that and go in it. Okay. So that's where you're going to click to see if you have TikTok Shop. If you don't have it, then that's where I paused because I was like, now it's a matter of you getting it. So he said, thanks. So let's just check there. And then what I will tell you is tomorrow, if you want to talk about how to get it, because that becomes a longer conversation. But I'm happy to tell you how to get it if you don't have it. Okay. Hello, everyone. My office is looking for people to work for office on weekly pay. Okay, Alina. Alina, yes, definitely fine with your comment. I'm not gonna mute and block you. But what I will tell you is just make sure you're staying on topic when you come into a live room. Okay. Um, why is a puzzle sometimes if you are on side? Oh, the puzzle, you're saying the puzzle that pops up and you have to slide it over? Yeah, that comes up sometimes. Well, you have to have it. Yeah. The puzzle pops up every now and then. It's just very random. It doesn't happen all the time. So right now, knock on wood, we'll see TikTok will probably throw a puzzle up in a second. But it does happen a few times a week that you have a little puzzle piece. It's random. I would like to say TikTok was like, okay, I need for you to tap the screen or share the live or do something. I think it's just random. I can't say there's any rhyme or reason to it. How do you get to a blue box? Nana, how you doing, friend? And live life like it's golden. You both need blue boxes. Really quickly, the blue box is based on people engaging. So where you click your comment, where you ask the question of how to get a blue box, you said hi. So I want you to click your photo now. So where you have hi, I want you to click your profile photo. Your mini profile pops up. This mini profile pops up on the screen. Then I want you to click your level. So your level right now is level 0. As you click level 0, okay, Alina, you're spamming now, friend. Now we gotta go, friend. Okay. So let's do this. So as you click your mini profile, the level 0 you're going to click, it will show you how many points you've collected. There's a / symbol of how many total points you need to get to that next level. And then underneath that is the difference, the points you have and the points you need. Those experience points you want to pay attention to. Those are the points that actually are your guiding compass of how many points you need to collect to get a blue box. To get a blue box, you need to have coins on your account. I'm going to say that right now. So people are gifting and they're collecting points. You get a point for every gift you send. So my friend Katie, she just got 5 points for the goat. She got another point for the heart puff. Those are points she's collected. So you can click the gift box. There's a coin, whatever the denomination is in there's 1 coin you're sending. When you send roses, those are a penny or a coin each. You want to make sure so my friend Miss Prissy got 13 points from that. So that's how you level up. You got the Daily Heart, me, Lady Esther. Thank you so much. I see you, friend. So that's how you get points. You are actively collecting points by the gifts you're sending or the Daily Heart Me. The Daily Heart Me is 1 coin, but you get 45 points for sending it. And if you send a comment, you get another. Look at you, a title gifter for the Rosa. Then you get another 30 points. So you got 75 points by just doing the Daily Heart Me. I tell people before they leave my room, claim those points too. Do you get 1 point for gifts regardless of the cost of the gift? Yes. No. You get a point for every coin. So every coin, so if the gift costs, I don't know, 500 coins, you get 500 points. Yep. So yeah, so that's how it works. So it just depends on what gift you're sending out. You get a point for every coin. Coin point. Yep. Do you so oh, okay. I had no idea. Thanks for the info. You're welcome, friend. So you need coins on your account. In order to get coins, you can click the gift box. In the gift box, right in the lower right corner, I think it says recharge or it says zero, whatever number is. If you click that, it takes you to inside the app of how you can add more coins. There's a little bit of a processing fee in the app. So if you go to the website, www.tiktok.com/symbol coin, COIN, you can then, oh, look at me, Gina, you're my first gift. Oh, appreciate you sending a rose. Thank you so much, friend. You get coins there. You don't have to pay that processing fee, so you get a little bit more money, more coins for your money. I need to go and mod a room, Lisa. I have, see you tomorrow. Thank you so much. I appreciate you being here, friend. Um, how many points do you need to level up? So again, when you click your level, it tells you how many points that you specifically need. So that's why you want to click that level to know what you're looking to do. So when I say you come into someone's room, here's my approach. I'm gonna break it down real quick. When I come into somebody's room, the very first thing I click is the daily heart me. That heart plus is the first thing. Hey, thank you so much, Caddy. Is the first thing I click. Okay, thank you so much for the peppers. So when I click that, I say it's like a check-in. I'm coming in your room. I'm saying hello. I'm here. I'm joining your team. I'm going to be an active engager and team member. I'm here to support you. So that's like my greeting. Okay. So I click the daily heart me. I got 45 points. I spent one coin, but I got 45 points for doing that. And then the screen pops up and I tell people to pause. Look at the different ways you're monetizing or getting points essentially. So if you send a comment, it says you get 30 points. So I send my comment. Nana, thank you so much. I appreciate your friend. Thank you for the daily heartbeat. So I send my comments in a way to now see my blue box to see what happens. But I send that comment. I'll say, hello, how are you? Great live. Love being here. I send my comment. And then I click where I put that comment. I click my photo. I click my level. And then I check to see how many points I need to level up. Because then I'm going to know, I'm going to gift. I know I'm going to engage. I then know, well, okay, can I level up in this room? Can I get to the next level? Is it possible? Or do I need to go to another room? Maybe do a little bit more. I get my 75 points because I gift and gave a comment. So I'm being really strategic about how I do it because I want to make sure I am leveling up. How long should I go live? I feel like I'm talking to myself with 1 to 2 viewers. I get discouraged. Go live for at least 30 minutes. That's the first thing I would say. Go live and talk about your topic. Talk to your audience. Get in the practice of going live. Getting clarity about how you want to message things, how you're going to talk about things to your target audience. And then take that live, look at the recording, see what you could have done differently. Then also go take that clip of that live and make it posted content so you can get in the habit of going live, but also using that as content for yourself. That'll help build your content. Okay. I know that, girl. Support, support, support. Okay. Thank you. I only need 800 points to the next level. Oh, that's a lot. But no, that's doable because it just depends on how you're engaging. But yes, that's definitely doable. The website is much better. You can modify. Yeah. Yep. The website is better. Thank you. Be blessed. Thank you so much. Dr. Lisa, how do you get the little banner that announces you're live while you're... This is Dr. B. This is a sticker. This is a sticker, friend. So stickers are in the enhance. Once you're live, you can't put a sticker up before you're live. It's when you go live, you can click that enhance, and then you can add a sticker. The sticker will actually stay there. It actually stays there. So you want to make sure that you can erase what's already on the sticker and add your message. That's a way to do it. First gift I ever sent, express your appreciation. Thank you so much. I appreciate your friend. Listening, you, I remember just click. Yes, click your daily heart me. So yes, that's what you do. So yeah, that's where you get the sticker from, the magnifying or the little wand, little message. Yeah, the website is much better to get your points. Yeah. So definitely go live at least 30 minutes. So that way you can get in the habit of doing it. When will you be on tomorrow? 10 a.m. Eastern and 4 p.m. Eastern. So just by 4 p.m., go live with ease. I want you to feel confident and comfortable doing it. Keep doing it. It gets easier. I'm new to all this. Your information is helpful. Thank you so much, Gina. I appreciate you, friend. Thank you so much, Bridget. I appreciate you. Give me another hug. You guys are funny. I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much for that. Thank you for the sausage too. And so, yeah. So I appreciate you all. Thank you for sharing a lot. Bridget, you leveled up. I'll be tuning you on while at work. Look at you. I want you guys to go live. So, Amora, have you gone live yet? Let me know. What's going on? You got live access. What's the wait? Tell me what the holdup is. Let me know what the wait is. What are you are you delaying it? Hi, sis. Nice live. Thank you so much, Valerie. I appreciate you. What's the late? You said, oh Lord, no. You have not gone live. What do you gain when you receive gifts live? It's me. I am ready. Okay. You got it. Go ahead and go live, friend. What do you gain? Thank you so much, Eugene. I see you, friend. What do you gain, Nana? Nana trying to say, okay, now what's all this about? You monetize. Going live, you monetize. I don't make any qualms about that. I want you all to understand. My name is Dr. Lisa Launch Your Income, because this is a form of passive income. So I want you to get going live so you can start talking to your audience, building a community, leveling up, getting to the point where you're having another passive income stream coming in. Okay. So that's the goal. As a live host, you collect diamonds. Diamonds come from the engagement in your room and the gifts that happen. Engagement means the likes, the shares, the daily heart me, how many new followers you get, all that. And then the gifts. TikTok wants you to give. TikTok gets a percentage. So you learn how to be an effective live host because people will support you more, and you gift and they gift and you level up. Okay. You level up in your diamonds, you level up in your league. It's this popular live, but I'll say league in a second. And those are the things that that'll get you as you collect more diamonds, they come with money. So I'm league C2 20%. And so you want to make sure you're actively leveling up and getting to the next level so that you can what is the word I'm looking for? So that you can monetize more. So scale live rewards. I didn't talk about it today. Let me know if I need to talk about it really quickly. My husband, he sent me a message asking how much longer I'm gonna be. I'm probably gonna stay on to about 6:30, and that'll be my stop point. But I appreciate you all. So Scale Live Rewards is as you go live, you'll see on the live home screen. I want you to start paying attention to that. Okay, that's where you know. Does it may if hold on 1 second. Hold on, I clicked off my live. Hold on, let me go. Did I click off my live stream? I'm still there. Yeah, there we go. Awesome. Sorry, make. Okay, no problem. Let me see. Does it make if it is a private account or business account? As a business account, you can go live sooner, and TikTok, you can get gifts for a business account too. You can monetize there too. So it doesn't matter in terms of private or business. However, when it comes to your business, TikTok expects you to talk about your business. So you don't have as much creativity and leeway that you have as a creator personal account that you do with your business. You want to definitely have on what's called the content disclosure. You always want to do that. I turn it on all the time now because I'm talking about my brand. I'm talking about what does it mean to go on YouTube. Quick commercial. I am live streaming on YouTube at the same time. So go over there, follow me, Dr. Lisa Launch Your Income. My moderator is Yes Michelle Crochets. Follow both of us or subscribe to our channels. As you subscribe, put a comment. If you want to watch one of my shorts or one of her shorts, put a comment because I get a notification. And then I'll go to your channel and watch your short, like, comment, and subscribe. Subscribe, you always do last. I just want to put that out there. I want you to recognize subscribe because YouTube's particular about fake engagement. So you got to watch somebody's content first before you click that subscribe button. They will not allow that subscription to go through. Subscribe on YouTube is like followers for TikTok. So that's the word they use. You're not subscribing, but it's like a follower. But you want to make sure you do that. Okay. So go over there to mine and I will follow your channel. I want us to grow. This is our growth season. Okay. Make sure you come over and like my live. I appreciate it if you do. And put a comment in. And so I want you also to go to my shorts and put a comment as well. How you doing, Kareem? Hello, everyone. How you doing? Hello, Dr. Fee. How are you? I am doing great today. Thank you to do the disclaimer. Say that again. Content disclosure. Say that again. Let me know what you meant by that. I think you're talking about the content disclosure. You want to turn on content disclosure every time, but you can go live as a business. You can go live as a personal account. Business, like I said, you just have to make sure you're talking about your business. Dion, thank you for all your gems. I appreciate your friend. Everyone have a good night. Thank you so much, Dion, for being here. Sultry Nana, thank you for sharing the live. I appreciate you all. We are coming in. You guys are coming in and supporting. I so appreciate it. Like I said, we are in this season of growth. We are growing. We're getting to the point where we can do all things. Okay. I want us to grow. All right, friends. All right, so Trinan, I appreciate you. Really quickly, let me say this. So if there's anybody in the room, let me know if I need to talk about this. But if there's anybody in the room who wants my free download, I'm going to talk about my stand store. What is the red box that comes across the top? Nana. Anybody else have questions about up here? Let me know because I'm probably not being new person friendly right now because I want you all to not feel intimidated by any of this stuff. The red banner that flies across is called typically is TikTok's announcement to the TikTok universe. Like that one. Somebody just got the TikTok universe. So Brenda Marcellus, she just got the TikTok universe. If I understand correctly, the TikTok universe is the highest gift that you can give in these TikTok streets. Okay. So when somebody gifts you, the gifts have different coins and different amounts, but that's one of the big ones. Now, my understanding is that not everybody can send high level gifts. Let me know if I got that wrong. It's over $500. I think so. Nika, you might have the answer to this. Thank you so much for the daily heart me, Sean. Appreciate it. How you doing, Cammy's mom? You may hear the answer to this. Is that the case where nobody can give that gift? Not anybody can give that gift. You have to a certain level. That's what I thought. Okay, you have so the blue boxes. So let me say this for my people. The blue boxes go all the way up to level 50. Now, I don't know what level you have to be at to give the TikTok universe. I know you have to be a high level engager. I didn't know if the TikTok universe might have been something like, hey, if you were a low level engager, maybe you could send that out. Maybe you do have access to that. Like everybody could send that one out. But no, maybe it's not. So you must be a high level engager so that you can send that gift. So again, everything about this app, this was a kid's app. Okay. Start off as Musical.ly. It's TikTok now. So they try to gamify it and make it really fun and engaging for everybody, but recognize it's also part of the TikTok, what we call economy, where TikTok essentially is wanting to make sure that they monetize as much as they offer monetization to you as a live host and to you as viewers, because viewers can become guests and they can monetize as well. We were talking about that earlier today. Like if you're in the box where you're somebody's guest, people can send you gifts. And apparently the host, I didn't know this, but the host gets 30% of those too. So they get a percentage of the gifts that are sent out as well. So that's good to know. But those are all the different ways that you want to make sure that you are engaging. Level 40 for TikTok universe. There we go. All right. Thank you for sharing that. Did you just look it up? Is that what happened? You just looked it up. Thank you so much for that, Nika. Yeah, so level 40 and above can send out the TikTok universe. Yes, you say yes. Okay. Yeah, so you definitely want to level up. Like I said, it makes being here fun. It makes it enjoyable. As a live host, you're building your community, you're connecting with your people. So you want to make sure you're actively doing that. Okay. My nervous people, my shy people, I want you to feel confident that you can do this. Just take one step at a time. You don't have to do long live sessions. Maybe you do 10 minutes each. You gotta do a total of 3 to unlock all full access. It's 3 over a 24-hour period. 24 hours apart. So day 1, day 2, day 3, you could do it like that. And you have to go live for a total of 30 minutes across those 3 lives. So it could be 10 minutes, 10 minutes, 10 minutes. But again, just go live, play around with the features, and get comfortable. How do you set up an account to start getting paid as a content creator? Um, you can click your name and points to see what level. Yep, the name and points. So yeah, when you click that photo and go into your level, you can see the points. Yep. Nana, content creators get monetized when you get 10,000 followers or higher. You can start receiving video gifts. So people can send you gifts for your videos, your content. You also can get monetized through a couple different programs. One is called the Creator Rewards Program, where you got to get enough views on your videos. That means that you have some viral content. And then TikTok is like, okay, they get to have 100,000 views and 10,000 followers. You can get invited to the Creator Rewards Program. Okay, so there's programs that you have to get into in order to get full monetization. But beyond that, you're not monetized on your content until going live is the first time you can get monetized. There's some campaigns. There's the work with artists campaigns, so you can monetize if you win that campaign, where you're adding a song and doing a video that's based on that. And so depending on how many views you get, how much engagement, you can get monetized. So there's multiple programs out there where you can get monetized. Work with artists, I think, is at 1,000 followers. New here, trying to learn. It's so complex. It gets easier. Don't feel intimidated by any of this. You got 7,600 followers too. So you're engaging, home biz mama. You are engaging. I have one with 33.5K. A video. That's great. No, seriously, that's great. So essentially, if you're doing more viral like content like that, as you're growing, now it doesn't necessarily matter now because you don't have the 10,000 followers, but essentially you want to continue those type of videos where you have a lot of views, a lot of engagement. And so when you get to your 10K followers, hopefully your content is viral worthy, and then essentially you get monetized. There's people who are making decent money in terms of the Creator Rewards Program. Gotcha. Yep. Yep. So you want to continue to do that. There's, like I said, there's trends you can do. There's a couple of little hashtag type programs out there where TikTok will say use a certain hashtag, and there's a campaign surrounding using that. And you can, if you win it, you get money, get rewards for it. So all that happens. Battles. Yeah, the battles is another way to monetize. That's true. Yeah, Sarah, she asked about content, but you're right. Battling is coming live. Battles is the competitions that happen. It's an entertainment element to TikTok, where people are competing to get the most points, and your supporters, your room is energizing and supporting you. They're tapping the screen, sharing a lot, gifting, doing all the things. Thank you, Destin. Appreciate you. Gifting, so that in turn, with those gifts, you win the battle. Okay. So ideally with this competition, whoever gets the most points wins. And so there's some strategies surrounding battles, but battles is another way to do it. Okay. As a live host, you can always have different things that you've set up in your room. Subscriptions is something I promote and would encourage you to do. The wish box is another thing. So there's things you can do to just let people know I'm here. These are ways you can engage. All right. So let me say this, my friends. I am going to transition off in just a second. I'll show you my stand store. I always do this at the end, especially people I want to grab the overthinking guide. If you're overthinking this process, you're nervous, you're scared, great information. You're welcome, Sean. And you want to grab it for free, I'm going to show you where it's at. I have other things in there if you want to do a one-on-one and you're trying to say, Dr. Lisa, I have this thing going on. I want to talk to you about my, I have people who meet with me because they have other digital products they purchased and they're trying to figure out the strategy to leverage those for their live. He said battle ideas. What does battle ideas mean? Battle ideas. Battling is something you participate in. So I think I am going to do a battle soon. I just have to figure out what day. I might do it Sunday. Maybe I'll do it Sunday night. I just have to submit the request to Gravitas. I was talking bad about Gravitas, but I probably will do it Sunday night or Monday, one of those days. I said I'll do it before the month is out. So I'll do it one day this weekend, I guess. Probably for my 4 o'clock. We'll see. It's either Saturday, today's Thursday. We'll see. Maybe I'll do Sunday or Saturday. You have to request. Yeah, I mean, you have to request. Some people just click a room and try to come in as a guest or a co-host, and they want to battle. So some people do it randomly. When you belong to an agency, they often will help coordinate it with other people in your agency. So it just depends on how you want to go about it. But a lot of times I'll get requests in my room. It's like, do you want to battle? And I don't answer the requests, first of all. But that's something I've seen happen where people are like, oh, do you want to battle real quick? And people say yes or no. But I don't encourage it as something I want to do as part of my regular practice. How you doing, Brenda? I see he. I think you might have been hi. Thank you so much, friend. I appreciate you being here. Hopefully you weren't getting filtered. So any other questions? Any questions I might have missed? So I don't ignore it. TikTok does filter. Okay. Hello. Yes. You were getting filtered. That TikTok cannot do right. So hopefully it goes. Yeah. So let me know if you have any last minute questions. In the meantime, if you click my profile photo, my mini profile will pop up. If you click my profile again, it will take you to my main profile. Do you know how much you can make if you sell products in TikTok Shop? Other people products? As an affiliate? Yeah, as a TikTok affiliate. Nika, yeah. And can we talk about this tomorrow at 4? Because it's a long-winded answer. Tomorrow at 4, I'll talk about it and give the whole strategy. You say yes. Because here's what happens. In general, how much you make is really how active you are going to be with TikTok Shop. It is, once you get access, unlimited access, not the pilot program. The pilot program says you only can do 5 shoppable videos a week. So there's not enough volume of your videos out there to really necessarily make you a lot of money. You would have to be like a unicorn where you pick the right product, you did the right things in terms of your content, and essentially you went viral. That doesn't happen all the time. And so what I will tell you is you need unlimited so that you can actively be strategic about how many videos you post, as well as shoppable videos. And so if you really want to have a lot of volume, you're like 10, 15 a day. Like you're doing a whole lot. It's a whole thing. But if you're being strategic and you're understanding which are the products that are viral products that have a lot of market position and interest out there, as well as you are following some of the trends that maybe some of the other creators are doing, especially the high selling performing creators. So you're doing all that. And then essentially your product is out there. You have a lot of volume out there. You will get caught up in the viral elements of that product going well, that product doing well. So it's a strategy. I would say people who do it and do it successfully, they're making 10, 20, 30, 50,000 a month. They're doing well, like super well. So just recognize that that's part of a strategy. Is battle like arguing a subject or topic? No, it's not. It's not. Battling is not. Battle like arguing a subject. No, it's not. No. Both of you asked that question. No. Battling is not necessarily. No, it shouldn't be. There's some people who don't mute their phone or mute their side, but essentially it's like a split screen. So imagine a split screen. This is the traditional format. You have people who are in different boxes too, but the split screen is you and another live host head to head, and a screen pops up. It's like a little banner that pops up where it's a time 5-minute competition and you see points being collected. And if your room is muted and their room's muted, you guys can hear me here saying, "Hey, we want to make sure we're staying on top of it." Go ahead and you're rallying your team to support, and people are commenting, people are gifting, people are tapping the screen, people are sending roses, people are doing all the things for you to collect points. And you see the other screen, the other team, they're collecting their points and they're rallying their people. So it's really, just a competition. That's it. So it's fun. It's a nice way to create community. I don't want to diminish it. It is a fun experience. You're gonna have to battle soon, so you can show all the people. I know. I say I'm gonna battle. I'll try my best. I'll submit the request today. I'm lukewarm on the whole battling thing, but I will submit the request today, and I'll try to do it for probably Sunday. Maybe I'll do it for Sunday night. I'll let you guys know. I'll put a whole invite once I get it confirmed. I'll put an invite out there. I'll share it to the room. You guys will know. You'll see a post about it. I'll say, "Hey, I'm about to do my second battle." Thank you for your help and support. You're totally welcome. Not a problem. So yeah, I will let you know when I'm doing it. And it's a whole thing. I am not going to say I know all the details about battling. So like I said, this will be my second time doing it. You're awesome. We appreciate you. Thank you so much. Okay, so if you're left in the room, I want you to grab my freebie. Click this, my profile pops up. Click my photo again. It takes you to my profile. Okay, so you're looking at my profile. This is my profile. And here is my Stand Store link. I'm going to click that. And then you guys are able to see my Stand Store. I tell people, in my 10 o'clock, I talk a lot about UBC in my bundle. These are two different ways to get it and support from me. I actually have an Instagram group chat for both of them. UBC is the Ultimate Branding Course. I just posted about it. I talked about UBC. I said I'm going to do a little bit more content surrounding UBC and branding. So that's why you're seeing that. I'm trying to make sure I do enough of it out there, put enough of it out there and have exposure as it talks about branding. The Ultimate Branding Course, I'm an affiliate for UBC. If you are interested in UBC, they just had a sale that happened because they just relaunched to affiliate. And they did a webinar last week because they rolled out some new modules. So all that's happening. If you are interested in UBC, get the sneak peek so you know a little bit more about it. And then if you have questions, DM me. I'll probably do a live at one point where I walk you through and do a live sneak peek of it so you can see a little bit more about it. But it is there for you. And you can see my content. I posted about it a little bit. The both UBC and this bundle, the bundle is like a starter kit. So if UBC is a whole curriculum, a whole course, a whole community, it's like 40 hours of content. It's teaching you how to develop your brand, as well as when you think about how does your brand resonate across different social media platforms and understanding this digital marketing space. When you think about YouTube, Instagram, TikTok Live, all those things to help create brand awareness, but also connecting with your community so that in turn you can monetize and thinking about as an affiliate reselling UBC, but maybe even for your audience, what does it mean to have your own digital products, your own services, own resources you're offering? So all that is part of what UBC teaches you. This starter kit teaches you it's like a starter kit. It's like the fundamentals. So if you don't want a whole course, which is UBC, and it's not inexpensive, it's $4.99. This is going to be your starter kit. They both come with access to me. I have Instagram group chats, one specific for my UBC folks, and then one specific for my launch your income, the launch and earn bundle that they received. And so I want you to be able to get access. I'm there to answer questions, support you. That is what that's about. So I talk about both of these a little bit more extensively in my 10 o'clock, because that's where I talk about monetizing your expertise. These two here are my things that I have in here for my newbies that are looking to go live and you want live strategy surrounding what you should be doing to activate your live. I have a 3-page checklist to kind of walk you through the process of activating your live. what you should be doing before your live, during your live, after your live. And then I'll also have this chat guide. If you're like, okay, I don't know what to talk about, you want to get this guide. It has prompts in there, 6 different prompts, um, so that you understand what's your niche and topic, what is your target audience, who is your target audience, as well as keywords, and then how do you do an introduction, how do you talk about yourself, as well as how are you talking to your audience to facilitate engagement. So these are some prompts to kind of give you ideas on what to do. Then I also do Zoom meetings. So I have a one-on-one that I offer. It's a package where you can get 2 for the price of 1. So essentially, you could meet with me for 40 minutes. That initial meeting, we talk through your strategy and kind of work together to make sure you're being intentional about what you're doing. And then the other meeting is the accountability meeting. So that's in there for you. And then this is what I was talking about with my freebie. So if you are new to me and you're trying to figure this whole live access thing out, but you're overthinking the process, I want you to grab this. This is kind of a mindset guide, but also setting goals. I want you to be able to say, okay, I came to her live. She energized me. I'm excited. I'm going to go live and not walk away and say, no, I'm not going to do it no more. Okay. I want you to go live. I want you to feel confident about it. So this is where this guide will help you with going through the process of how our mind will tell us we can't do this and we have those cognitive distortions, but I want you to feel confident that you can do it. Okay. So that's in there. You can grab that as well, my friends. I typically walk through this, but let me know if you have any questions. I've been on for 2.5 hours. So I just wanted to make sure I answer any last minute questions before I log off. I see you all. I appreciate you all being here. And so if you have any last minute questions, let me know. If not, I will be back tomorrow at 10 a.m. and we will go live and we will monetize our expertise and I will support you. I appreciate you all. All right, dear friends, you guys have a good evening and you take care, okay? Bye-bye. Hello, my YouTube people. Thank you so much to you as well. I thank you for being here. Thank you for hanging in there with me. I so appreciate you all. I didn't see any comments in the chat, so if you have comments, let me know. I appreciate you all hanging in here and watching my live. This was so appreciative. So let me know if you have any last minute questions. I will let you go. All right, friends, take care. Bye-bye.